Hello, hi guys, welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. We are back with a new stream. This time, something different. This time, something new. Not Arsenal, Manchester United. It's not yet game week one, but there's a lot to talk about. A lot of drama. It's Manchester United, like Gary Neville always says. But yeah, before I say my bit, I just want to thank all the people who have subscribed to the channel. I hope you keep subscribing. I hope we keep building this community for all the people out there. If you are new here, please subscribe. If you are already here, thank you so much. And one small help before we start streaming, or before we continue streaming, keep liking the stream. All I'm asking is we hit the target of 15 likes, and after that, you do whatever you want. I'm just trying to make sure that the YouTube algorithm pushes this stream onto other people's platforms so that we are built, so that this video can help, or this team can help build a community out there. We've already hit 1,700 odd subscribers. I'm not really sure of the exact number. We're close to 2K. Maybe we can try and hit that number before the season starts. That'll be insane. We barely hit 900 or even 1,000 before the season ended. And yeah, it'll be great if we can hit 1,000 subscribers before the start of next season. A lot to talk about. But like I said, Manchester United, a special guest who will be there for a good time. Let's call him today. I think for the second time on the channel. Ash, bro, how are you, man?
All good, all good. How are you, man? And obviously, first of all, chat who is watching here, fantastic stuff. Like I think Sucheet you restarted the whole channel right now, and then now it's growing so well. I'm so happy for you guys. Really, really good stuff. Great to be here, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Uh, on this channel, right, we've had Haridev, a very good person when it comes to transfers. Through him, we had Hannah Wozil actually come and tweet, no, not tweet, give us an exclusive. The Mosquera's traveling to the Arsenal on the channel before he tweeted out itself. But yeah, something really nice. Something really nice is that we even have Victor Yokeris uh, in the chat.
Victor Gyökeres in the chat. Victor Gyökeres, if you're watching, I just uploaded a video for you. जाके देख लेना. Wow, Victor Gyökeres is in the chat. I goated stream already.
Process. I'm mid-flight, but I'm still on time. Nothing changes until I put on that mask. I'm crying seeing sporting person trying to sell me.
I think
Uh,
he was trying to sell him to Saudi as well. He was placing all the deals on the table, you know. So he was doing that already.
exactly.
Good one.
Hello. Welcome, Ishan. Welcome. Keshav says, hello, Ashish. I saw all the videos made by you. Very good work. Keep creating.
Kya
Keep going.
baat hai. Thank you so much. This is what I want. This is what it means. Like love for football. Plus, if you guys are liking the content, amazing. Thank you so much. And do check out some scouting videos as well. Made by Sucheet and all. Go check out them as well. Very good stuff there on the channel.
Okay. I will try to unmute myself and mute myself from time to time to make sure that the background noise
Uh-huh.
doesn't come.
No worries, no worries. Yeah.
I'm not at home, so that's why I don't have the privilege to like balance out everything. So, uh, yeah, don't mind me there. Luke, welcome, Luke. We have a United stream just for you, not just for you, for people like you who will enjoy. And like we always said from the start, this is a football community for all types of fans. We try to inculcate content from all types of fans as well. That includes other clubs in the meantime. I will watch your video after the stream. Fair enough. Ash, yep.
Arey bhai sahab, thank you so much. Thanks for the comments. Appreciate, man. I mean, this is what I want. Like again, as Suchit mentioned, right? I think the football discourse needs to change as well. Like it's not only like you create like rage bait content and just banter out of nothing. You banter, but that's first we all are football fans. We love football. I mean, even as a rival, I'm excited to watch Words. I'm excited to watch Reinders, how they do. I'm excited to watch like if Gyökeres, because I have backed Gyökeres a lot, right? If you remember Suchit a lot, like the research I've done, like I've said this, like Gyökeres has got it right. I mean, someone who's redeemed himself after failing in England and coming back to England as a marquee player. Like, what else do you want? I mean, you're all sorted, bro. 25 goals. Let's go. Incoming.
We'll see because in recent times we'll come there when if you have time. But
Yeah.
recent times, Oh, there is a certain club that has been moving too much for my liking, too much for your liking, too much for everyone's liking in the Premier League. We'll come to that. So,
Yes,
Vicky
yes.
Gyökeres, no pressure. All we need you to do is win the Premier League. That's it, no pressure, nothing else.
Sounds good.
Hello, Krishan, welcome. And my God, this bro, right? See, this guy has been on my case from the start. That bro, start Discord. I will help you. He'll do everything.
Yes.
Well, he's been on my case, and basically on all our some of our streams, I was saying that I will help. Thing is that I have so much on my plate. I'm not really sure if I want to do it because I'm not sure if I can engage on that. So, but fair play to him. Thank you for introducing him to us as well regarding the Discord situation. So,
No, it's gonna help you grow the community. See, I'm not that creator ki nahi, nahi, you will have a server and all. No, no, no. Grow your server. I mean, do it. I mean, Kishanu can definitely help you guys. I have no mere issues. He has done a fantastic job. I mean, yes, you have to engage a lot there, but it all like if set your priorities, and I think that community, if it grows stronger, will really help. So go for it. Yeah.
Watkins available. Well, we'll come to United's
Um,
situation.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
scared for Lenny Euro and Maguire back. Fair enough. Okay. So we'll begin from the get go, right?
Hmm.
Season ended. I think many United fans were not really sure of where the situation is, right?
Right,
Because they were like, yeah, it's fine. Many people like Kerry never always said, it's Manchester United, it's fine.
right,
But
right,
I've seen only like a handful of sensible people and even more less numbers when it comes to content creators who are actually trying to educate the masses regarding the situation and to bring the ground reality regarding the situation in Manchester United.
right,
They've said this even at the stream when we did the Manchester United review as well. You were
right.
very honest. You were very cutthroat regarding the approach that Manchester United needs to do in
Yep.
the upcoming summer. Right? I know that you guys have brought in Cunha and Mbeumo,
Hmm.
but if we still have what 1 month left in the transfer market,
Right, right.
till now, how do you think the Manchester United market has been? Do you think uh, the owners have done the right things? Do you think uh, bunch of bunch of situations that United has helped uh,
Mm.
change the scenario? Because as an Arsenal fan, some of the things might be shielded from us because until we're in the Manchester United space, we
Right.
might not know all the details.
Fair.
Right? So could you help people understand that
Yeah,
situation?
I mean, let's be absolutely honest here, right? So, uh, okay, I'll try to break it down in points, right? So, first point I would like to mention from a United perspective is the first two signs. Let's start with the great, the positive, the glitz and the glory, right? With Cunha and Embuemo. Now, it was important to understand that why we signed Cunha and Mbeumo, because they have Premier League goals, proven goals already coming off the back of the last season, right? And context is we lacked goals. United only scored 44 goals in the last season in the Premier League. The previous season we only scored 52 goals or something, 54. Luton Town were closer to us in terms of goal scoring abilities, right? So that's one of the biggest issues that we had to fix. And that was one of the prime issues why we finished 15th and not maybe in the top 10, like realistically, right? That was the difference. Or even in the UEFA Conference League conversation, because the point difference was not that huge in terms of the mid table and the top 10, right? Few good wins, few good runs, you're good enough, or few more crucial goals. What I actually want United to do in this transfer market is be very, very smart about it. We know that we have accepted, at least I have accepted that, yes, we have got two good players, but we still lack the transfer pool because we don't have Champions League football. It is what it is. Today, Gyökeres is joining Arsenal because of Champions League. Let's be absolutely honest and clear about it. If and tell me honestly, if United would have had Champions League football, Gyökeres would have had no doubts rejoining Ruben Amorim back at Man United. Right? It is what it is, right? And we have to accept it. And I have accepted that fact, and I knew it that we don't have the pull. Now, what we need to do here? Since 3 years, right, Suchit, we have seen this problem that all United fans talk about is the midfield non-existent, right? And what's the reason? The midfield being non-existent is that our midfield do not have the legs to meet the demands of the Premier League, right? That's crystal clear. Like, and if a lot of people say why we don't need midfielders because we have so many options, those options are not good enough for the pivot. it's crystal clear. Like even on first preseason game against Leeds, right? Even if we have signed Cunha, and I know with Cunha, what he does is he definitely moves around that L10 R10 situation. But what he also does is drop deep to help the over with the overloads and the pivot. He was trying to do that, but he can't do that every time, right? Then we will lose all creative force, right, in the final third. This is where you need good midfielders. My POV on this has been very very clear, right? That we have Holland and Xerxes already. They did not get the support and the goals because of we did not have enough attacking input, and even the whole chemistry and the camaraderie in that whole attacking force. That there's no telepathy. Like the positioning sense is so poor between Garnacho and Hoyland that we missed out on so many goals, right? Even with Ahmad as well, that is happening. Ahmad is trying to do it everything by himself, right? He was not able to do that. We need midfielders to have some kind of control that can beat the overloads and the press. Once we do that, right, our R10s, our L10s, our wing backs will all come into the picture. That's what we absolutely need to fix. Is if we still don't fix it, right, and if we still hope and in theoretical way think that, oh, Kobe Menu can turn up someday to become our pivot. No, it's still young. It needs time. It needs at least 2-3 years of good, solid, you playing in a good, solid structure to reach that level that you can be called like you are press resistant midfielder. So we need those signings, smart signings. Now, if we go with a striker, great. We might just cover that gap of that 30 goals we are missing, right? From 42, we can reach 72. If we can do that, maybe we can reach the top eight, right? In that conversation, because it was very close last season. Now, if we fix the midfield, at least it will give chance for the likes of Hoyland to at least give it this another shout, right? That if because let's be absolutely frank and honest, United fans here, if you are watching, we loved Hoyland in the first season, but he did not work for 50%, 60%. I'll give it to him that he did not raise his game. But we have to understand there was a manager switch right in the middle of the season. A new manager came in. Rashford and Anthony gone for loan. No attacking options. Dorgu is still young. Garnacho's IQ is absolutely somewhere else, right? Where will he get the support? He lost all confidence to score. Let's give him another season. Focus on the midfield. Focus on the goalkeeper. We are linked heavily with the goalkeeper. Let's fix the basics right where we have been struggling. That's my POV. Suchit, what do you think?
It's completely fair, bro, because a couple of streams, not yeah, exactly couple of streams back. I don't know if people in the concurrent viewers remember. I've said that you know Hoyland's runs have always been ignored by Manchester United. It could be from Garnacho, it could be from Ahmad. I think we even had a conversation regarding this off camera as well. We even tweeted about the situation when we've discussed regarding this. My stance is clear. You guys get him in positions that he needs to be at, but you
Yeah,
don't pass the ball. And when he doesn't score, obviously confidence will go down. That's what a striker is. He builds on his confidence, right? And like you said, midfield. Many when you guys brought in Casemiro, I was like, why? When you guys brought in Varane, also I asked why. When you
right.
guys brought Ugarte, some fans were excited. Majority of the fans were like, why? I mean,
Okay.
at least a good minority were like, why? Because he's very erratic, but
Hmm.
not like Premier League erratic. He's like just
Right.
erratic. So it's
Right.
not
Right.
like it's going to help the situation. So I thought instead of getting attackers in this window, you'll invest in like midfielders, like like how Keshav said here. Javi Guerra is a
I
both
agree
plays
with this
both.
one.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought you guys will like go for like such players,
Hmm.
but that didn't happen. So I'm just like very confused because there are many similar questions in the chat also. I'll take them if you don't mind.
Right.
And
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Take chats. Yes. Let's take chats. Right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Go for
Like,
it.
yeah, this is one really like stood out with me. He says, "Bye. What's your opinion on Amorim? Trust the process. Game by game support."
You want me to comment on this?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, sure. Go ahead.
My opinion on Amorim is
Hmm.
we have to understand. Yes, it was a very poor season, very poor start at Man United. He was the guy that was sought after by Man City and Liverpool to replace their current managers going forward. Why? Because the manager has pedigree. He has like the whole story that he has done at Sporting, like describes his credential. So he's a good manager. Now we have to understand that even Eric Ten Hag was doing great at Ajax, right? He came and failed. There are fundamentally things wrong at the club that will not let any manager succeed. You even bring Carlo Ancelotti to United, he's going to struggle like Everton here. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to trust a manager to a certain extent, that if you have trusted him that he has the pedigree, give him 3 years at least, like Klopp, that Liverpool did with Klopp. Like with that's what I want, Victor Gyökeres. Sorry you didn't join us at United, but someday maybe, like an RVP, you can join us back again. Uh, so trust the process is, I would I would definitely do, and this is, I would take game by game. And you know what I like about this season right now is we're not playing any European football. Brilliant. I like it. You know what? This is exactly how you start a rebuild. Liverpool also did not play European football when Klopp started, if I'm not wrong, right? You When you play one game only 1 week, right? You have enough time to train, to rejuvenate, to connect with your folks. Like, not in a hurry that you're okay, playing another game. 2 days may have to do rehab and then turn up for another game. It's not going to happen. This is where you will learn the formation. This is where you will learn that how your teammates would make your runs. It will give you enough time for Amorim to do his stuff. So game by game, small, but 3 years, at least 3 years. Till 3 years, I'm not even having a conversation about a sack. That's my POV. Yeah.
Who says Casemiro one of the best in our gen? Bruno is good. Mino played in Euro final. Suddenly, all look like bump under Amorim. It's a different system, bro. I don't think
Mm.
you can like tell. And also for a fact that Casemiro's aged what by 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, so 29, he when he joined United, he was 29, right? And he had a very good first season at United, right? When we finished third. So, but they signed him because it made sense for that 4-3-3, what Eric Ten Hag wanted to play. Now it's not making sense for the pivot. And Casemiro failed in that second season because of obviously fitness issues, but he actually already, a lot of United fans still might hate me on this one. I kind of try to say the truth, but when Carragher said that leave the football before football leaves you, it's not because Casemiro is bad. It's like Casemiro's legs and the abilities are not right now meeting the demands of the Premier League. And he was one of the slowest players in the league. If you see, go and check the stat.
Right, right.
How does it help with the football United want to play, right?
Mhm.
Right. So it is what it is. Menu is still young. People expect like Ballon d'Or stuff from Menu is still young, guys. He had
Mhm.
one good breakthrough season. The next season he got injured again. We
Yeah,
have to grow him.
I think he was like speedrun into the main team and then playing even in the England main
England
team. Sorry, I meant the England main team too soon, in my opinion. Like, I
too soon.
get he had a good breakout season, but fair play to him. He didn't like crumble under pressure. Yes, he was a little bit hesitant with some of his passes and all that. It
Right.
comes with experience and confidence, but I just feel like too quickly like speedrun into the main team and then even the final.
Right. Fair.
Yeah. If I'm a young midfielder, I'm not joining it because entire status will be ruined.
Mm,
Some people have been saying that presently it's like a graveyard for young talent because not sure where the situation is there with the team.
right.
Maybe that's what he meant.
But there's a difference between what young talent you're talking about. If you're talking about any young 19-year-old player, maybe. But if you're talking like a 22, 25-year-old, that category, like right now, the signings with Cunha and Mbeumo, they're the perfect gap, age right now. Like they are at their peak of their powers. So it depends what kind of midfielders you're choosing. Like Javi Guerra right now, that guy is the perfect age. If that's the profile that can work in the pivot, that these are the players we need to target for, rather than going for, and Suchit, let me know what you think. Right now, Isaac is available on the market. Sesko is there with a reduced valuation and all. Now, obviously, a lot of people are saying that okay, let's spend 80 million on Sesko. Bro, 80 million में Baliba आ जाएगा today. So you see where I'm going. There's suddenly a marquee player available on the market. Fans go nuts, right? Let's go iske piche, like that's fine.
See, I'll
Like
be very
मैंने तो
honest.
rage bait किया था, but I'm not serious. I'm rather saying that we should spend that money on a midfielder, but no one is doing that.
I'll be very honest. When that Isaac news broke out, right, it
Right,
kind of triggered me because I wanted Arsenal to target either Nico Williams because we've
right,
been behind his case for almost 1 year.
hmm,
Even after a year, if nothing is happening, then something's really, really wrong.
right, right, right.
Either Nico Williams. That didn't happen. Okay, if not Nico Williams, I thought Isaac would not be available because Newcastle got Champions League. Right? So the next best
Right.
thing I wanted because Sesko was because of the potential that he had.
Okay.
Sesko didn't happen. Then I thought, okay, at least Rodrigo. Then all the situation, like so players that I wished for Arsenal didn't happen. And then we
Okay.
got Jokeris. Initially, I was at a head loss because I was like, are you telling me that all these players with high potential are not joining, but somebody who we just targeted from like one winter back is like suddenly we're going to get like where is this the match? I lost my head. Fair enough,
Right.
fair enough. But then what I didn't really understand is that people have completely lost their mind when we are signing Jokeris. He's almost there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Instead of supporting him, they're like, you know what, cancer is medical, cancer is all this. We'll go get his side, go get
Don't
his.
listen to Twitter, man. Like
I'm just like, where is your common sense?
Twitter
This
is a dark place. Twitter is a very, 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 very dark place with crazy agendas, which sometimes I really, really like think myself, why am I there in that platform sometimes? But also to help the platform in certain way that to bring some logic as well. But having said that, right, the whole marquee signing situation with Isaac and Sesko that are available on the market, right? Right. Instead of going gaga after that, you want to win fan narrative. Fans need to also understand what's important for the club in the first place. Right now, like I'll give an example, right, Suchit. Chelsea went for Javi Simons. Now they're going for another, I think, uh, a striker option. I think they're going for one more attacker. Yes, yes. I think. Let me check. It was on my Discord. Wait, let me. किसी ने तो post किया था. They're
wait,
going for another attacking option, right?
attacking option.
Yes, yes, yes. They are going for another one. Um,
I remember Hato and Javi Simons. I don't know who else
there's
you
one
got.
more. They might have submitted a bid for Kinan Yildiz. So you see where this is going. So I don't understand why Chelsea is not investing in a centre back. One
Wait, wait,
injury or
wait, wait.
two injuries, they're done.
Juventus ka Hills.
Yeah, Juventus ka Yildiz. Yes. So you see where things are going on. Uh, I don't know. Like for me, I would rather fix your core than to actually go for signings that yes might help you in the long run later to get you stuff. But if you don't fix your, like Chelsea, I've always said to a lot of Chelsea creators as well, you need to fix a center back. Two injuries, you're done. Like you cannot have aspirations of winning Premier League or being in the top three with Levi Colwill and Tosin. You need to sell Badiashile and the likes of Fofana to get a marquee signing. And I said them last year as well. I know PSG is going to win the Champions League. Go and get Marquinhos for Chelsea. I had said like this is where the direction should go, right? Leaders on the pitch, leaders where it's absolutely needed. It's not the case right now at United. That's why I want us to sign a goalkeeper that is good and can actually do the basics right, and a midfielder who is press resistant. Once we do that, our attack will be much more fluid. We will see less track backing because our midfielders are already doing a lot of the heavy lifting there. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, like I said, we have one of our panelists, Parth, join us. It's a bit late because of work,
Hello,
but yeah.
hello, hello.
Great stuff, Parth. Good to see you, man.
Okay.
Likewise, likewise, Raj bhai.
Yeah, yeah. Since we have more people, I thought we'll talk about attackers. We'll take in the comments and then we'll come to your thoughts on the attackers that
Yeah,
you have said. Mr. Saran says Cunha plus and
Yep.
Mbeumo both FPL assets. Same. Definitely I'm going to do that itself. Sanchez says Cunha, Mbeumo, and Watkins coupled with Mainu, Yoro, Delic, and Mazraoui. Don't you think the team is solid enough to get top seven? Can you explain why there isn't more pressure on Amorim to perform? Cool.
Hmm.
Okay. This is one of it.
Yeah.
Sarun says
Hold that thought. Yeah.
Manchester United needs to offload Garnacho, Anthony, Hoyland to buy now.
Yep.
I I mean, I thought the same thing for Mbeumo as well, but I guess not.
So and I think that's what I think. Way before the transfer window started, Ornstein had already mentioned that we had the budget for 2-3 players at least.
Hmm.
Anyways, so
Hmm.
irrespective of the sales, so that whole budget was flushed out for two really good Premier League proven players, which is okay. For the third signing, that's why I think. See, this is where I've been saying like the goalkeeper situation that we need to improve.
Hmm.
That's why United is going for Senne Lamens, um,
Ah,
right?
okay. Okay.
So because he'll be cheap and he has fantastic scouting numbers to back him as well.
Hmm.
Martinez will cost us higher, as much as I would prefer him because of his leadership.
Yeah,
But
because Martinez is on loan, if I'm not wrong. Because Fabrizio put out a tweet saying that a loan was rejected from Aston Villa for
oh,
anyone.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
interesting,
I was surprised when it
interesting.
was like loan. I was like, I mean, it's a good move in terms of loan because we're not sure
Yeah,
for how long his longevity is still. But I was
yeah,
surprised when it was like a loan. I'm like, this is actually smart. Fair
right,
enough.
right, right.
Yeah. Sarwan says Onana is injured. They're still deciding whether to buy experienced keeper or
Yep,
a
yep.
young one.
That's what's happening right now. So most probably, I think the talks are really advancing for Senne Lamens because of the scouting numbers. At least are very good, and this is where we have to be smart about it in the modern football. That if there are players that can actually perform. Like who knew De Gea before he came to United, right? And he performed, right? You have to understand if the player is good, it does not need to be a great marquee name to come. Like I've given hundreds of examples, bro. Like I've given examples of Hayden Hackney. You know what? Like a lot of people, Man United fans, like arguing with me that oh we don't need Hackney and stuff. He will come cheap. That guy, let's say he goes to Brighton and Palace in 2 years, will turn into a world class footballer, right? Because he has the attributes. You will have to go for 80 million to buy him. So why don't you buy him right now and grow him? Because Amorim is a coach that is known to grow the players historically in sporting as well. You have to get that. Yes, last season we did not do well because of various other reasons, because of the divas we had in the squad, right? And some of the signings that did not make sense for this formation as well. I mean, let's be fair, right? I like Dillit, right? He cannot play RCB. He does not have the legs. Only place he can play is a center back. Like his fitness is an issue. I know that. So so you see, like that's where we have to understand that this rebuild will need a rebuild on a more deeper level, on a more fundamental level, right? Yeah, Keshav saying okay, yeah, exactly, and that tweet like went crazy, but uh, that's what I'm saying, right? If you get like the likes of Hayden Hackney into the squad, molded under what a legend Carrick in the championship, one of the best. And apart, I've always mentioned this whole thing, right? That we get dispossessed a lot in the midfield, right? When we play,
Yeah.
right? Hackney ka dispossessed percent is only 3%. In championship is brutal, right? If you get only dispossessed 3% of the time and you create 99 percentile of chances in the championship, it's still fantastic. Bhai. Like Bellingham came from championship, na? Then went to
Mm-hmm.
Dortmund and stepped it up, right? If player is good, player is good. Even the like I say that same argument for Gyökeres as well. People say that he's from the Primera Liga, he might not be good enough for the Premier League. I'm like, shut up, man. I mean, like, come on, like, who? No one has that numbers in any league. Like, people say, oh, he was not that good in commentary. Are you kidding? 17 assists in commentary alone. Like, assist. Goals to chodi do aap, right? So, if player is good, player is good. Player profile is good, player profile is good. Javi Guerra is good, he is good. So, we have to talk about that. And मैं वही बोल रहा था अभी like 70 million we're trying to spend on a striker. तुम 70 million you get Baliba or Wharton, man. It's exactly what we have been desiring since so long, and suddenly, because of the transfer window, the strikers are available. People are losing their minds.
I completely agree with this.
We just got confirmation saying that regarding the Yildiz thing, right? So
Right.
it has been put out by a newspaper which is run by internal. So
Oh,
that is why they have.
okay, okay.
So
But I completely agree with this that the fundamentals of a footballer won't change. The translation from League X to League Y would remain the same. It would just
Right.
be that he might not be as potent as he was in his previous league, but you still get the job done.
Yep, yep.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I hear comparisons of someone like a Bas Dost who scored a lot of goals in Liga Portugal and he couldn't translate it into the Premier League, and people are like, no, Gyökeres can't do that. Look at Gyökeres play. Look at the kind of shots he takes. Look at the kind of link up he has. I mean,
Free
it's
kicks.
not great, but is it terrible? It is not. I completely agree with the fact that if you are a good footballer, you will definitely make yourself a good fit at any club.
And Arush, the point is, I've always explained this, right? Like why some players like come to United and fail, and they sometimes succeed. And had the
Hmm.
same conversation around Madueke as well. Any player that has good potential is going to a team that has a stable structure. They know how they play. They know they have quality back four to back them, right?
Hmm.
A quality midfield like Zubimendi and Rice and Odegaard to have that creative and that defensive backing to for any young player to grow, can do his own
Yeah.
stuff. Why do you think Nwaneri is performing the way he is, right? Because he has the support system. I know, I wish he gets more minutes, in my opinion, at Arsenal, but that's the structure. And to be fair, that's why I always believe that some of our club and our fans are sometimes responsible to berate our young talents, because they don't get the context that there is no support system in terms of the players, the whole structure we have right now.
Yeah.
We need more experience, like that 26, 27-year-old decent good experience prime players around that whole ecosystem, so that our young players can grow.
Hmm.
If Hoyland can give one season of 16 goals and the next season becomes erratic, why is it happening? Why is it that young players are not growing at United? It's the fundamentally things are wrong, so
Yeah.
we have to fix that.
Completely agree with this.
Ash, bro, just saying that talking regarding Arsenal a little bit on the dangerous waters because you can easily get sucked into it and forget that where we're talking about.
No, 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 no. We'll talk United. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
No, no, I don't mind encouraging it. It's just that we have 90 minutes. I'm just making sure that we cover
Hmm.
everything for the United fans who would normally turn in for streams as well,
Yeah.
because we
Yes,
get
yes, yes,
a lot of
yes.
United comments and we just like how this is happening.
Definitely, definitely.
Aarush says, don't sign him. Don't sign him.
I think
Uh,
we might sign him.
yeah, Barani, you did not miss anything, bro. We are there today. You can join us to
Yeah.
continue commenting, and definitely on Sunday as well when we stream post Newcastle as well. So no worries regarding that. Okay, such comments regarding topics that are beyond Arsenal and Manchester, beyond Manchester United, we'll take them uh,
Later.
once the Manchester United
Yeah.
conversation starts. So you can bring them, but not for
Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
Ask all the hot questions you have for Man United. Why? I
now.
can give
I
you all my opinions on that.
I really want to ask this question because I don't really agree with the Twitter narrative around the prices that have been paid for the likes of Cunha and Mbeumo.
Right,
Like Mbeumo has been signed for like 65 plus £6 million.
right,
It's a ridiculous fee when you can get someone like a Hugo Ekitike for a
right.
similar amount. My thing is, why would you not spend on players that guarantee you a starting spot, that guarantee you success, and that guarantee you goals and creativity? I
Yep.
mean, the way the market is right now, I think the prices quoted for Mboemo and Cunha are fair.
Right, right.
And what are your
Absolutely.
thoughts on it?
And this is I'll give you another context on this one. If a player in a team that is finishing in Wolves, that languished in the bottom half of the table,
Hmm.
still managed to score 15 goals and 8 odd assists, like being the talisman of that club and producing. Because if you produce this numbers in any top tier team, right, that team is actually climbing up the table a lot faster. But
Yeah.
that's not the case with Wolves. So these are like leaders. I call them leaders in some of the lower clubs. And United used to do those signings in the past. I
Hmm.
remember during Sir Alex Ferguson times, right? Used to sign the best players from those teams that actually are that on that elite level, but obviously they are in the wrong team. Now Embuemo. Now Embuemo, the thing is with Embuemo is he okay, 20 goals, 8 assists. Fair, fantastic. And not only this season, the previous season he also was really good.
Yeah.
We have to understand that he took over the mantle when Ivan Toney was like gone, like right. Took up the leadership. Not only helped Johan Visa achieve 20 goals in the season.
Hmm.
Kevin Shada, Martin, that
Yeah.
Mikel Damsgaard, they all improved alongside Embuemo. And also Embuemo does not get injured. Touch wood, fingers crossed. Like he has played all 38 games with full fitness and at least 70 to 80 minutes. What does it tell you? That we are not buying any injury prone players. We have signed
Mhm.
injury prone players before in Mason Mount. Look what
Yeah.
has happened here. So it's a fantastic deal. Premier League proven numbers, getting in 60 where the base market valuation is going at 50 odd. Fantastic deals, bhai. Like I'm not even kidding at this point.
Abhijit, welcome to the stream. He says, I don't think Amorim wants techie midfielders because of the only thing he talks about is pace in midfield. See, you can be techie and you can bring the pace.
There are
Yeah.
players.
The definition of a player like this is Carlos Baleba.
Yeah.
Definition.
Ainsley. So, Baleba, right? I've heard United fans talk about him. I've heard even Madrid fans talk about him. So, if he's that rated, I think the only situation with him is that you've got to sell it close to like 2, 3 players, like pure profits,
Right.
and then only I think you can afford to get him because Brighton are not going to sell him for less than 70 million, at least within the Premier League, for sure.
Yep, and that is fair, right? Why will you sell one of the prized midfielders in the Premier League for like 50, 60? 80 to I would have sold him for at least 80,
Minimum.
right?
Yeah.
Easily, easily. Alex, okay, never mind. We talk about my bad, my bad. Okay, which is the other one? Yeah, okay. Yes, Abhijit, Amra wants more of an athletic midfielder. That is why I have
Oh,
faith
Bobby
in Cole.
Collier.
Toby
Okay.
Collier is very good. Okay, so Toby Collier, when so he was the captain of the under 21s,
Youth
right?
setup. Yeah.
Right, and also some of the players that we have currently in terms of like Harry Amas, they were part of that under 18 squad that won the championship against Chelsea as well, that national championship, national finals
Hmm.
that they call it, right? So we have those players that have turned up, right? Now Collier has that leadership. He has always been admired as one of the leaders among that academy group, right? Very and whenever he was on the pitch, like for a small amount of time at United, he was very impressive. He made that goal
Yeah.
line clearance, if you remember, right,
Hmm.
in one of the games. He does not do crazy, fancy stuff, but does the basics right, you know,
Hmm.
like. And this is where I always say that we need a squad of 17 players rather than a squad of 11 players. I know Collier is good, but Collier is not right now in that state to given the responsibility to start every game.
Yeah.
He can be. So you need a experience and someone who's growing in partnership in tandem always to for a holistic growth of a player. That used to happen in most top clubs, right? Van Persie grew at Arsenal because of the support system he had in terms of initial
Hmm.
days, right? When he had Henry's and the likes of Ljungbergs and the Pires and everyone. Why? Because you I'll give you an example, right? Gakpo initially was not doing good, but he
Yeah.
started growing as well. Why? Because Mo Salah. Mo Salah's interview in TNT Sports said everything that I right now think that why everything is working. He was the one, and the senior players are pushing the younger players that hey, we have another game in 4 days. You have to do your rehabs. Get
Hmm.
into that cold bath right now, because we have another game to play for 90 minutes. This is this is something that's what I'm talking about. Talking about Collier right now. Collier is a fantastic new talent that is not world class, but will do the job for you every game, and we need those
Yeah.
players. Can he play in the pivot? Only time will tell. We have to see preseason games, but what I have seen of Talk Collier is very impressive, in my opinion. Yes, this can happen.
I I'll ask a uh, I'll ask a question in line with this.
Uh-huh.
What are your thoughts on the midfield? I mean, you've got the profiles in Kobe Menu, Toby
Right.
Collier. They won't start games, obviously, but
Mm.
they are there as depth and they are capable enough to break into the first team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So these guys are there. Bruno Fernandes, I know you don't see him as a midfielder, you see him as an attacker. I mean, more as the 10 than an
Yeah.
8 or a 6 that he's played as right now.
Right.
And what about Casemiro and Ugarte?
Okay. Now, okay. Yeah, I have made a
Hmm.
detailed tweet on this and with
I
context.
have read that. I've read that. Yeah.
And like, should I take this one or should I take your question?
Actually, if you don't mind, can we add in one more question to this because it's
Yes,
almost
yes.
similar to because
Hmm.
because even Luke asked which striker do you think United should go for? Do you think that is more important for this United team? At the moment,
Yeah.
midfielder like Baleba or a striker like Sesko would love to have your opinion, Ash.
Yes,
It
yes, yes.
makes
So
sense.
which question shall I take first? मेरे को
Okay.
पहले बताओ.
Can
बात का
take
पहले.
my question and how उसके साथ ही ये सब
So
है
I'll just
join करिए.
हाँ,
ठीक है.
हाँ
I'll
हाँ.
just make a masala. Okay, ठीक है.
Yeah.
तो so पाथ का question था around about the opinions on Casemiro and Ugarte. Casemiro is finished since second season of Eric Ten Hag. It's done. He
Yeah.
is the slowest player in the Premier League, one of the slowest. He does not a, a great legend he can be. He is a great legend. Let's be absolutely honest. And he had a very good
Mhm.
first season at United, right?
Yeah.
He brings that character, right? We needed those crucial moments with him. But we have to understand that he's not there meeting the levels of the Premier League. Our
Mhm.
midfield being non existent comes down to the fact that we are not able to do that box to box role in that pivot.
Yeah.
Casemiro cannot, he can, the max he can do is lunge in to save someone going forward. He
Mhm.
cannot like track him till the D's, right? So you cannot do that. Ugarte was bought under Eric Ten Hag as a destroyer role.
Yeah.
In pivot, you don't need destroyers. You need some attributes of it, but you don't need destroyers. You need someone who is kind of a jack of all trades, doesn't
Mhm.
need to be master of everything, jack of all trades. Beat the press, kick pass. Kick pass is done. Your L10s and R10s are already involved. Then because and why I'm saying that this Cunha and Mbeumo L10 R10 is so vital here because these guys actually start progression from deep. If you see the heat maps, they start
Yeah.
progression from deep. If our L10s and if our pivots can beat the press and kick it, right? If it's past that line already, your attack has already started. Like and this is where we have to understand that we need like those kind of players and we don't have that right now with Kobe Manu. And now coming to Kobe Manu situation, right? Kobe Manu um initially I in my opinion was kind of misprofiled, right? Heavily misprofiled, right?
Yeah.
Started as a cam, fantastic attacking attributes are very good. He can dribble past, he can have ball progress. In terms of passing, he's much more safer,
Mhm. I agree.
right? Even in England, 98% pass completion because safe passes. So is safe passes going to help right now? Maybe for to maintain some control, but
Mhm. No.
you see where I'm going. Now passing is okay. Ball progression is okay, but he was getting really, really bullied in the midfield due to physicality. Now, at least we are seeing that whole, he's bulking up a lot. That um, he's increased his like physical attributes a lot, right? Now, after that, if he can play the pivot, we'll get to see in preseason right now. I wanted us to invest, and this is where the third right now. If you get Ashby, should Bruno have been sold? No,
Hmm.
okay, hold on. Now Bruno's selling piece. Like, see, to get a pivot, Bruno sell is not the see. We cannot rebuild without Bruno at this point. We That is the best player we have in the squad. That is the most like senior player we call it. Is there in the squad? Also, Al Hilal was only giving us 100 million or something for Bruno. In this market, 100 million, how you can start a rebuild? There's no way you can start a rebuild of a midfield at 100 million euros, right? And people compare this sell to Coutinho. Coutinho was sold for 140 million euros back in 2018. People are not factoring in inflation.
Inflation.
2018 in 140 million euros, you can easily buy three or four good players, like quality stuff, right? To
Mm-hmm.
start a rebuild. So Bruno sell was not the preference. Now Bruno playing in the pivot path, what you mentioned, I don't agree Bruno playing in the pivot. I don't agree that he should be given that responsibility because we are
Mm-hmm.
losing at least 10 to 12 goals and assists by just playing him there in the pivot.
Yeah.
Why do we have to always start with Cunha and Mbeumo at the R10? Why cannot Cunha play as a Cunha primary role was striker, if you remember?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
His growth, initial years growth was a striker. He was molded into an L10 with the formation that Pereira played and the likes of how Wolves played. He fit there because he has that tactical versatility in him that he can play anywhere. So he's not a designated L10 in my opinion. And also, Path, before you jump in, I'll mention one more point, right? You know what I think and Amorim has done this before. Like if people have seen Sporting, 3-4-1-2.
Hmm.
3-4-1-2. One is that cam, that false nine, and that floater role that can unleash Mbeumo and
Hmm.
Cunha vertically.
That should be Bruno.
That should be Bruno and Zirkzee.
Ooh.
That should be Bruno and Zirkzee. If these two get in that pockets and spaces to unlock people, then you will see the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
Not Bruno running the midfield in the deep, because he always has that risky pass in him, right? And we don't need risky passers and risk takers. We need to someone in the pivot to do the basics right. Beat the press, be athletic, cover the ground when our wing backs are way high up on the pitch. Basic stuff, right? Very, very basic. Nothing crazy. No Angelo Stiller, no
Yeah.
Tony Cruz, Morton Hulman kind of people, Baliba kind of people, Wharton kind of people. You need in that squad. That's what I
Uh, there was a comment made by Abhijit where he mentioned Hulman, and you did too. I feel that Morten Hulman and Scott McTominay in this midfield would have cooked.
absolutely cooked, man.
Oh,
Absolutely cooked.
McTominay, he's my what if at Manchester United.
He
It
would
is
have
what-
done
But
so
you know what?
bloody well.
But you know what? I think I feel that they still would have been that same situation under Ole. I think McTominay, I think, is better. He left United and went on play as an LCM at
Hmm.
Napoli. That's his actual attribute. Like a player, a guy that can run the channels and be there in the box, and also
Hmm.
can do some of the dirty work. I think he's better there. I think I'm happy for him. Not being here and ruining his
This
talent.
is this is actually a good comment, man. I mean, see, Zirkzee, do I see Zirkzee as a striker? No. I
No.
feel that he's more of a false nine
Yep.
who drops deep, combines plan, unleashes the runners in front of him in the
Right.
wingers or the tens you're talking about in this
Right.
formation. I do feel that Cunha and Mbeumo can be those players, man. They
Yes.
aren't slow by any means. They are. They have been playing in teams that rely on counter attacks. At least Brentford does.
Yep.
Now, Wolves not so much, but with Brentford with Mbeumo, is he the quickest? No, but I feel that he's got the ability to carry the ball. Is it elite? No, but I feel that if you're able to run at a decent pace and with others combining with you, it's fine.
Bro, Parth, about the quickness, right? Mbeumo has an average speed of 35 km per hour in the Premier League. He's third in the Premier League. He's quick.
What?
Go and check it out. I mentioned that in my
Yeah.
video, and it's in the Premier League site as well. Van de Ven was 37. Mbeumo had a speed of 36, highest.
And
So
this
Mbeumo is fast,
puts
and from deep rolls,
exactly,
like from
yeah.
deep, he progresses. And okay. This is very interesting. Good, we're talking about it. Mbeumo and Ahmad are very complementary in their whole heat map.
Hmm.
And I see this working, Mbeumo and Ahmad, as wingbacks and R10. If they do it right, this is hypothetical again, right? Based on what we have seen. This is very hypothetical based on what we have seen. It might not work because our midfield issue, if it's not solved, it will actually pull those guys back actually to get
Hmm.
unleashed. So this is where I want our midfield to fix so that
Yeah.
someone can cover that central part and we can control on top, just like what Arsenal does in the final third.
Hmm.
On
Since
that
you said
whole final third, they control that whole narrative, right? That's what I want at United right now.
since you said midfield, right? I just
Uh,
did a little bit searching regarding this player because Abhijit mentioned it. I think we're banking on Sir Kone as he was supposed to be alone in Switzerland, but he is here and he might play in the first team. I just saw that he's a defensive midfielder for you guys.
right,
We will club in some more points regarding this itself.
right.
What is your opinion on Kone? United? Okay, which is the other one?
I saw a comment by Bharani as well. He says that Mbeumo never dropped deep for Brentford. You're wrong, man.
Yeah, he
With
did.
all due respect, आप जाके एक बार गेम चेक कर लो. अगर नहीं चेक किया तो मेरा वीडियो चेक कर लेना, उसमें मेंशन. You see the you see the heat map. नहीं, आप जाके सोफा स्कोर में चेक करो. Go everywhere. Just check the heat map. Progressive carries कहाँ से वो करता है. You will exactly go and check some Brentford highlights ना. You will get to understand what I'm saying. So
Aniket does this. People say the Ugarte is not much impactful, but they don't consider the Amorim system has evolved from the time
But
Ugarte
yeah, I agree.
थोड़ा
It
improve किया है तो see he has definitely improved. So what we at least I saw from Mugate this season is that obviously defensively he is good, but it can be erratic. But you know that guy has some kind of attacking game in him.
I
Guy
agree.
has 4 to 5 assists this season
Yeah.
out of nowhere, right? So he can run the channels if he gets that right support around him, right? He can actually work. But
His
I don't see Ugarte as a long term solution though, in my opinion.
his passing, I feel, his passing into the midfield is decent. I
Right.
mean, I agree with it. Most, ah, obviously.
Uh, so regarding this bit, right? We can talk about Kone, and the other one I want to talk about is yeah. So there's a conspiracy theory from Abhijit saying that, trust me when I say this, Ugarte was signing done to sign Euro. He was out of favor at PSG, and Eric Ten Hag didn't play him much. Mendes is known for pulling shit like this, and you.
Yeah.
Hmm. No, fair. Also, Ugarte is like Scott McTominay was sold to furnish the Ugarte deal.
Yeah, yeah. I was.
What could have been though? What could have
What
been?
Yeah.
what could have been? Yeah.
Just Martinez that season.
Fair.
I want to come to Lisandro Martinez.
Good.
Wait,
Go for it.
let me speed run all the comments because I was
Comments
Ah,
ले
fast.
लो. First
And
take
then,
comments भाई. First
yeah,
take chat. Definitely.
exactly. As per, in my opinion, you guys have Hoyland, Xerxes, Obi Martin already. Don't you think right now? Yeah.
I agree with this completely.
Okay, this one. In your review will come back. Take over. Right? Cunha failed at Atletico because he was not even played as much there.
Exactly.
Ah,
He
Yeah,
got very few chances.
yeah.
Had he got, and whenever he used to get chances, he used to score as well in those
Uh,
chances.
yeah,
hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's there.
Harshvardhan says he is
सज्जन जी भाई
I'm
okay.
Sajjan, I'm the
Okay.
हम
gentleman.
बहुत बहुत
So,
सज्जन हैं.
so
Sajjan इंसान हूँ.
if you guys are not yet subscribed to Ash Talks Football, he is at 500 odd subscribers. He's trying to hit 1000. Before that, let's try to get him at 600. Progress is progress. So if you
Yes.
guys want to subscribe to him,
Small
go
targets.
subscribe. Yeah, small targets. Go subscribe to him. His socials are there in the description as well. So do check him out as well, because uh,
Also, जो मेरे channel से आए हैं, everyone who's come from my channel, subscribe to the Football Showdown and follow Parth on Twitter as well. And Aarush, if he joins later, join him on Twitter as well. Fantastic player scouting threads. Check out.
absolutely. According to Carl Anka, he need more of front foot midfielders. We already have Ogati. And,
Defender. Good,
Okay.
good.
okay.
Okay.
Mbeumo never dropped deep. Okay, I really don't because it's Brentford. He's on the counter very very quick. That's because they
So,
run.
yeah, Bharani, so, with all due respect, okay? The last sentence, right? You will only see on the highlights package. The first one you will see when you watch that whole game. That's my POV. But let's agree to disagree.
I'm telling you, Dortmund is going to be better this year. I think in the preseason game against Leeds, right? Dortmund was that live.
Dorgu was good.
Dortmund was genuinely good.
I did a stream with Football Unfiltered, like Real Madrid folks, right?
Hmm.
They said they see Dorgu in Real Madrid in few years. And I was surprised. I'm like,
Since you brought
okay.
to Madrid, how the hell did you let go of Carrera?
Alvaro Carreras to Madrid. You had a buyback option on him.
Like, he's such a United goal player for this system. I'm genuinely like, how did you let him go?
Yeah, he was. And he did press Lamine a lot in that game. I remember against Benfica, right?
Yeah.
Very, very good game. And Eric Ten Hag was responsible for letting him go. Even Elanga as well,
You
right?
know that point that
Elanga
you
was
said
sold for
regarding
15
Yamal,
million.
right? The point you said regarding Yamal. So when Aarush was making his thread, he said, "Bro, check out Yamal's 3-4 performances where he has not done well, and all of them have been against
Benfica.
or against some Spanish club, and all those times, the left back was this guy."
Carreras.
Or
He's a very good player.
speak to the devil,
Tall.
the devil is
And
Aarush.
speaking of threads, Aarush is here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good to see you, man.
We were talking about like Ashbro was mentioning how Yamal didn't do well like in certain teams, and certain teams had Alvaro.
Carreras.
Yeah.
And we let go of him, and it was very disappointing that we let go. But I was mentioning this right when we talk about Patrick Dorgu, right? He's like the Destiny Udogi kind of very profile, very, you know, bursting runs. If he gets the very, very physical, right? And he has physicality with pace. Now, how to harness this? To harness this, we need good midfielders again, right? Where they will get unleashed. Those wing backs will get unleashed. And Real Madrid folks, like the on the channel, they said that they actually like Patrick Dorgu. They actually see him as coming there at Real Madrid in the future. To me, it says a lot to that player attributes are fantastic as well. Not because of their saying it. I know
Yeah.
it's there, but it's very young again. And
Mhm.
and I saw Diego Leon as well in the first game. He's very powerful and strong as well. So I think we are in a good spot in terms of growing two fantastic left wing backs in our team. Again, we need experience in the midfield. That's it. It is as straightforward as it is.
Ugarte played under Lucho. अगर नहीं खेल पाता
खेल
ball
पाता बॉल
नहीं
के साथ.
खेल पाता बॉल के साथ तो बेल्ट बजाता लूचो.
फेयर 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 फेयर. अगर
okay.
उसने एम्बापे को बेल्ट बजाई है एंड टर्न डेम्बेले इनटू अ प्रेसिंग मॉन्स्टर,
Yeah.
भाई लूच उगारते क्या चीज है.
Yorgo is more like Davis than Udogi because Udogi weakness is not that. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
But you get my
Imagine,
point.
hmm,
Yeah.
imagine 10 wins Bundesliga, United is going to kick Amorim this year.
It's not happening right now, at least.
Just look at the way players are like leaving Leverkusen like that. They just won the title one season back, no, 2 seasons back. They're losing Shaka to Sunderland of all teams.
Right.
So it's just mad.
Xhaka is going to Sunderland, right? It's
Yeah,
almost done,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Fair enough. I think
And he's
he
asked
had a
also, can I go to Sunderland?
yeah.
Yeah. Barani says, don't check heat maps. When Brentford had 8 players camped near their box, Flecken, Damsgaard, and Norgard were playing long balls for quick counters. Isn't that emblem?
So again, I don't want to get into argument here, but kind of proved my point, right? Uh, so I get it. Okay, वही बोल रहा हूँ. Let's agree to disagree on this fact. I think heat maps are also kind of a very good representation of where the player actually lands. It's not
Yeah.
about heat maps also covering. It's the red zones. Check the red zones as well. Ahmad and Mbeumo have very complementary red zones there. But yeah, it is what it is. No worries. All good.
Abhijit says, Parth, you're laughing now for that fake front being in intent ruining notebook. Here we go.
Don't
Here,
trust me. I am Garnacho's biggest lover.
sure.
Garnacho is a good player, but you know what? We know the context why he did not perform well at United.
See, I will take this comment. Don't respect Udogi like that. I don't even like Udogi, but he can dribble and play through tight spaces with a decent cross. Udogi has neither of those. Oh, what?
Nah, man, that's too harsh.
I mean, last season, Aarush, you say?
I think what he lacks the most is, I think, body orientation because he goes unbalanced quite a lot. You can't hear me? थोड़ा सा लेस आ रहा है. हाँ, okay. Uh,
The thing is, a forward player never always defends they have to cover the half spaces in defending targets,
yep,
which is
yep,
done.
yep.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They do that. They definitely jump in deep as well to support. At least Cunha does. Maybe
Hmm.
Mbeumo less. Mbeumo is more of a progressive carrier to
Yeah.
launch attacks. But when Cunha sees that there are overloads in the midfield, he actually drops in and then again goes back to his position. Um, that's what I've seen. Uh,
I agree with that.
right.
Uh, Disagree with my opinion, bro. Be open, bro. Let's football
Okay.
discussion.
Fine. Cool. Let's go.
It's my bad.
Yeah.
I had a question on that Martinez thing. Can you
Go
just
for it.
put that
Yes.
comment up? Yeah. So Lisandro Martinez, do you see him do well as a left centre back, or do you see him more as a defensive midfielder? Because in his Ajax days, he's played there and he knows
Uh-huh.
how to cover that defensive midfield as well. And that is why, at the time when we were looking at left back covers,
Mhm.
we first went for Martinez and then chose Zinchenko. So
Right.
our idea was to play Martinez more in the midfield as well. So
Right.
what is
Right.
your take on that?
Lisandro Martinez. No. Okay. Like from an attribute standpoint, right, where he can
Hmm.
good, very good ball distribution, right? Let's be fair, very
Yeah.
good passer, right, right. And if you remember that Liverpool game as well, he was really getting forward, like we have seen Euro as well in this formation, right?
Yeah.
They go forward, they are there alongside the midfield to support with
Hmm.
the build up play, right? We have seen that before. uh I think, okay, hot take again. I'll take a hot take. His I think we might have to sell Lisandro Martinez soon. He has a injury in him
Ah.
always,
Yeah.
and we
What's
have
his age?
age. I'm not sure, bro. I have to check. I think again mid 20s. I think for sure.
25, 26, I
Right?
think.
He has had one ACLs and another like very two or three major injuries, and we have seen with lot of these major injuries, right? You can always suffer if you get overplayed, right? Like look what has happened with Shaw. Shaw will have one great season and then he's gone the next season as well, right?
So
So
Lisandro Martinez is 27 years old.
27,
right,
yeah.
right. So that's why I would like for us to, I mean, if he's fit, I'm fine with it, but I want him as an LCB because of this formation. Had it been 4-3-3, sometimes as a CDM, yes, why not?
Hmm.
Because he can do that role, and I get it. So I want him at the LCB right now, at least fit in this season. But if he really keep on getting injured, right, I would take the harsh call like what Real Madrid does, right, to sell him.
Yeah.
And maybe if we do well in the league and we have the transfer pull back, going so a lot of fans might hate me saying that we don't have the transfer pool. We don't currently. But if we get UCL, replace long term with Martinez with Bastoni. That should be the goal. Guy knows
Ooh.
to play the formation.
Bastoni.
Ooh.
You don't
Good shot.
agree? You
No,
don't agree?
I have
I
Unleashing
agree with
the
that.
wing backs because he has a fantastic ball distribution. Bastoni, if I'm not wrong.
I think you all should get Jan Bisek regardless
Bisek
instead of
is very
Bastoni.
good. Bisek is very good. Like
He
at the
can
right
play
wing back,
left
right?
footed as well.
What about
Hmm.
Right wing
Robinson
back,
from Fulham?
right centre back, left centre back.
Right,
What do
right.
you think about Robinson from Fulham?
Robinson from Fulham. Okay. He's an attack. Like I think, in my opinion, and Parth and Aarush and Sucheet, keep me honest here, right? I think he fits more in that 4-3-3. He's a good attacking fullback
I
and
agree
not a
with that.
wing back as such,
I agree.
right? In this
Yeah.
formation, the wing backs need to be very, very wide. Yes, they can drift inside sometimes, but Robinson, we have seen a lot coming doing those underlapping runs with Fulham as well, right?
Mhm.
But overlaps were more as well. I mean, to me, what I've seen is he fits the 4-3-3 mold more than
I
this
agree with
formation. We need
Yeah.
different attributes.
What if this comes from Abhishek? He says that we need to, I mean, United need to monitor the past of
Debas.
sporting again players, center back positions.
Fair, fair. I haven't checked the best. Well, I'll
Yeah,
have
I
to
haven't
pass
watched
on this one. But yeah,
clips of him. Yeah.
Footballer by. See, after the United discussion is done, we will be there for at least half an hour.
yeah,
We'll talk about everything else.
yeah.
But
I'm
not
there for more 20 minutes. So, jitne questions hai, go for it. Even for you panels as well.
yeah, yeah. No, to replace Licha, we should go for
Hinkape
Ooh,
is a good one.
Hincapi है.
Hinkape is a good
Hincapi
one.
है, man.
Hinkape is
Piero
a good one.
Hincapi is good. Yeah.
Very good option. Very, very good
Good
option.
show.
Right? Very good shot. Inacio, what do you think, guys? Inacio, like he's there. He's built for that formation, right? What do you
I
think
would have
of
said
Inacio?
Hanko as well, but then
Anko,
he's
right?
moved to Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You all should
Hinkape is a
also
great
look at
shot.
Ryan Fleming, to be honest. Ryan Fleming was
Okay.
a very good option for you all, and he can
Okay.
build from the back as well. PSG
Right,
player.
right, right. Yeah, this so exactly. I've been saying this to a lot of fans as well, that instead of marquee, right, let's look for that profile players that we always desire, that Brighton and all get it. Why they get it? Because
Yeah.
and I think you know what, we might be heading in the right direction. With the Heaven signing, Heaven looked so good. He
Mhm.
got injured, and then he came back. Preseason he played few minutes. He was fantastic, bhai. And I'm in love with Aiden Heaven already. Like I see that player can absolutely reach great levels. If we have LCB, Heaven, and Euro as our leaders going forward in 2-3 years, I mean, sky is the limit in my opinion. And this is where we have to be really smart, that if we scout well, we will be fine from a rebuild standpoint. Not the If we don't need the biggest marquee signings right now. We are not playing Champions League, that we have
Mhm.
Champions League hopes. This is the best time to start a rebuild because we are playing once every week, right? And with Christopher Vivell with us, with all the scouting, like he's famous for, like Sekou Kone, he was
Hmm.
identified over Vivell, right? Sekou Kone, if we are hearing things that he's gonna get integrated, I think he's 21 already. I think he's in a decent
Yeah.
age, right? I think it's time that we get to see him in preseason and see if he can actually get integrated. Because if Sekou Kone has the profiles for a pivot, why not? So we might be in a decent position in terms of getting young talents. That's what we should focus on at this point.
This is a good comment, man. I like it.
Nathan Collins, very underrated.
Nathan Collins is good.
Very, very underrated. I like
Yeah.
this comment.
Slaughterback.
Hey, Schlotterbeck, man. So Schlotterbeck, I had actually suggested this for Real Madrid.
I actually thought Liverpool will try and go get him.
Yeah, he fits that
Hmm.
Liverpool mold as well. He
He's
has
a
an error,
very Dean Huyson profile.
but he has an error in him, no, Aarush. He has an
He
error.
has error. He has injuries with him as well.
Right.
That is also what is up with him.
Exactly.
But I think if he prefers a move, he'll go to Bayern Munich itself.
Yeah. 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 Kone is 19. He's gonna soon reach 20. Like he's
Hmm.
already in the 90. Yeah. Pierre Hincapié. We talk about it. Hincapié is a fantastic option, bhai. Like he's played in that role. Ooh.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
really know about Joel Ordonez.
yeah, same. Even I'm not sure because I just know that this name was linked. So if Mosquera
Hmm.
team fellow, this is the player that we thought of going for.
He's
well.
from
Bruges.
Club Rouge, na? Yeah.
Yeah. Aiden
Yeah.
Heaven,
And
bro. I'm excited.
this is actually a good shot, man. I really didn't think of Aiden Heaven when I talked about Lisandro Martinez. It honestly makes sense to sell Martinez if the injury was continue.
Exactly.
Aiden
Exactly.
Heaven, I mean, fits the billing,
And
fits the
this
mold
is
to a T.
Right. Right. That's absolutely
and this
correct.
is where y'all needing build up duties. I think for a midfielder turned into a defender, I think he
Yeah,
understands
it's easier.
that more than
Yeah.
anyone
Exactly.
in the side. And I think for that
Absolutely.
to
Absolutely.
work out, and he's very good with his passing. So I think he's not
Hmm.
gonna find problems like that because he's very composed on the ball too. So step up is really good
Absolutely.
for the future as well.
And absolutely. I mean, not only passing in terms of like when he has the ball, he progresses it forward because he has that winger attributes already, right? That bursting
Yeah.
run to get past that line, get past that press to help the
Hmm.
midfielders, right? When you actually play three in the back, you sometimes are at two at the back when one actually is progressing forward, right?
Yeah.
So Aiden Heaven can actually really, really do well. See, whatever you have seen from Aiden Heaven, at least he's already got the very, very stable head on his shoulders already. We have seen this. I think sky is the limit if he stays fit. You guys missed out, man.
Moving on. Moving on. Ash, bro, with hindsight, would you
we
say
built one
Amorim is
ourselves.
Okay,
His
okay.
name is
Would-
Mali Salmon, bro.
What?
what?
Nah, he's lagging. He's lagging a bit too
Lagging,
much.
lagging, lagging. Yeah, yeah.
Aarush is on some 5,000 things or something. Oh, it's a
Ash with
big mistake.
hindsight, would you say? Ash with hindsight, would you say Amorim was a big mistake given the lack of funds and high player
I'm
turnover needed even for a basic? No, no, no. Southgate is never the best option. My thing was, and and let me know what you think. The appointment of Amorim, the timing of it was so wrong. It was so wrong in so many levels.
Yeah.
We had initially had the conviction of sacking Ten Hag. We backed out because of fan pressure or because of FA Cup final or whatever thing happened, right? Or we could not get the desired manager option, so we did not have anyone left, so we had to tie him down to another contract. We sack Eric Ten Hag, gave him 13 million as compensation package. We get Dan Ashworth from Newcastle, who we paid for his gardening leave for 6 million. Got him. He had a disagreement with Ineos over whether we should be getting a new manager right now because we already spent so much money on transfers already. Is it the right time to actually bring another manager because it can actually derail your season? He was right about it if you think about it. But there was a
Hmm.
disagreement with Ineos. We sacked him and again had to pay like 4 million extra. So 23 million we already paid. The timing of everything is the mistake here.
Yeah.
Southgate was never the solution to this. With Southgate, you would have turned up in 2-3 months saying that he plays absolutely boring football. We have seen this in England. With the amount of stars they had, the football that Southgate played was so wrong in so many levels that it was not unleashing anyone in that squad, right? And Cole Palmer in that final was like, "Fuck this, I'm gonna do my own thing," right? So,
Palmer with Harry Kane would have been something else. Harry Kane
right,
wouldn't have to like drop to.
right,
He
right,
just was in Watkins getting those put. Anyways,
exactly.
whatever.
Exactly. And this is where we have to understand the timing of Amorim appointment was wrong. He knew what he was joining into, but I think on the bright side, I would say that he's now completely aware of who are the deadwood in the squad completely. But the appointment and the choice itself, I think, is the right choice. He's the right choice because he was appreciated. Imagine he would have went and replaced Klopp. He was one of the prime choice. Let's not forget that. Before even Slot came in, before even they were going for Nagelsmann and all, Amorim was the first choice.
Hmm.
After that, Pep Linders was the option. Then the option came to for Slot. So we have to understand that hierarchy, that why he was selected, because the rebuild he did at Sporting, even after leaving Sporting is playing still in automatic mode.
Hmm. I
Why?
agree with
Structure
that.
is good. Like that's what he wants to fix. Thank God we sacked. Okay. Wanted South Colgate. Yes.
South Colgate, man.
Yeah. So that's my POV on this. The appointment is correct. Our situation fundamentally is very wrong.
Yeah.
760 million in debt still. 230 million in revolving credit. The last principal payment we ever made was 10 years back of 100 million. The biggest revenue generating machine is not able to compete in the transfer window, says a lot about the debt situation at the club.
Yeah.
140 million euros still left on payments that we need to make this season because of all the installment payments. Where is the PSR room to go for the marquee players till we don't sell? We have to understand that. He does not see. Amorim came and he got only Dorgu, and Rashford and Antony were loaned out without any attacking replacements. Like Aston Villa mid-season got Rashford and Asensio to help
Yeah.
them finish higher in the league and at least compete in the Champions League. What did Amorim get in that transfer window? Underperforming Hoyland, underperforming Garnacho, and injured Ahmad after January, right? How will one perform, man? So we have to understand that we don't have the squad.
Yeah, I think Baleba should be considered from now on. We want to next season. Otherwise, Brighton will ruin the market and get transfer.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Hmm.
It's going to
120
happen.
million Baliba in 2 seasons.
That is why the Hayden Hackney shout makes sense. A lot of sense.
I've said this. He's 20 million right now. In 2-3 years, if he comes to Palace or Brighton, he'll be 80 million. And then some rote rahenge fir.
That's sick.
Mm.
Coming to Ahmad, I
Ahmad.
really want to know which is his best position in your opinion, because I feel that he should be molded into a right wing back, because that is how they primarily used to attack at Sporting with Giovanni
Right.
Kenda playing
Right.
as that wing back, not as a winger. And that
Right.
is where his best performances came. So,
Right.
do you really see Ahmad as a wing back or as a right 10?
I see him both. So we need to understand that with Mbeumo signing, they can actually complement each other.
Hmm.
Ideally, you know what? Ideally, I don't want Ahmad to play all games at right wing back as well. And
Okay.
and Dallo is not the right wing back we need. So we need another attacking right wing back. I think he was talking about Bisek, right? Great option. I was very surprised we did not go for Dumfries as well.
Ooh.
25 million
Release
mein
your stuff.
Dumfries was there as a right wing back option. Cambuala for RCB. Willie Cambuala. He's back. Okay, he's back from loan, right? I think he was sold. No? Cambuala was sold. Okay, from Villarreal, so that we can shift Lenny too. Okay. Fair. But if let's stick on the right wing back topic right now, right? So if you're talking about
Yeah.
the right wing back, Ahmad Mbeumo can work. Ahmad can actually overlap and stuff. That's fine. But that's only for the attacking level. Ahmad, I still feel that Ahmad has not reached his peak levels yet. Still hasn't like unleashed his full potential, and I made a prediction that Ahmad might be the player of the season this year for United if he gets unleashed, right? Or some Kalesh I've done before on this. Um, I think we need to sell Dallo. We need to get a proper right wing back who is very physical and can actually dart down that flank. We need a squad of 17 players, not a playing 11, guys.
Hmm.
That's exactly the same problem Arsenal faced in those 2 seasons. That's why you didn't
Yeah.
win the title. Let's be fair, right? Yeah, that's why you did not win the title. So you need a good quality squad. I have said this before. The reason I don't want Bruno in the pivot is I want to sometimes see him play in the L10 and R10. That's where his real numbers, you will get the real numbers, in my opinion. Like on the
Hmm.
final third. Not like being deep and losing balls. And then we'll have non-existent midfield stuff. So yeah. But Ahmad at right wing back, right now it makes sense. But you see my POV. I want to sell Diogo Dallo because he's not good enough for United. He's not good enough for the right wing back. He's a full back.
Ah.
So we needed someone like Dumfries at cheap, but we did not. If not, Bisek is a fantastic option. Or we need to look at other options in that role.
Dumfries was available for what, 25 million?
Yeah.
Dumfries was available 25 million. No one is going after him as well.
Mm-hmm. And surprised with it. Ahmad and Mazraoui right back in RCB.
Right center back and the
These are
Ah.
my bad. I didn't read the rest of the comments. My sorry.
Fair.
If you need a backup right winger, why should we spend money for that? We have in-house. Who?
He said Kamason
Mm-hmm.
or somebody like that.
Kabwala.
I haven't heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kamasan. Okay. Got it.
So
Okay, Dumfries is very okay.
Dumfries very inconsistent. I've seen him last season, and the season is very inconsistent. Only turned up on the. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that what is needed? Okay,
I get it.
if I'm bantering, I could ask the question. So, what is business end for United? But
Right. No, yeah, for sure. I mean, inconsistent, yes, but he was one of the top right wing backs in the whole of Europe.
Yeah.
So if that's the inconsistency we get, I'm happy for it. So, but yeah, I mean, we won't get him, so I don't think so. We should talk about it. But you see
Yeah.
my POV. Diego Dallo is not good enough to play for Manchester United. He has a mistake in him. He's not the right wing back. He's not the attacking right wing back who actually he has turned into that under ETH. He's turned into that underlapping guy. At Milan or when he used to come when he had actually come to United, he used to overlap a lot and put in crosses. He's not doing that anymore. He has a good cross in him. He's not doing it anymore. Where are the crosses, man? We need from a wing back. It's not happening.
That is where I think that everything was unsettled at United because it was a 4 at the back formation players playing in a 3 at the back, having to play in a 3 at the back because there was no one else.
Exactly.
That's really downgraded the value of the players that United
and you can see Parth, right, that when you see United play, right, we always keep on passing between the center backs. The pivots don't support much.
Yeah.
Pivots are on their own, trying to destroy our man mark, right? Because they're already in that Eric Ten Hag 4-3-3 mode,
But-
right?
Yes.
Barobar, right? And then so 2-3 couple of passes and then unleash a big long ball down to the wing backs rather than progressing it. So success rate is less. So attack is gone. Now the
Yeah.
team is settled. We are overplaying the ball too much as well. Even with the goalkeeper, right? That ball playing goalkeeper, I do not want at United. Tell me, keep me honest, right? Is Jan Sommer a ball playing goalkeeper? No. He works at Inter. He does his job as a leader, marshalling the back, doing the saves, doing the job that he's supposed to. The rest of the centre backs are doing the progression. They're doing the ball movements already. So yeah, that's what I've been saying. From a right wing back situation, we need to sell Diogo Dallo. He has a lot of mistakes. Because of his mistakes, we have so much head loss in that box that we have conceded some very crucial goals that cost us matches.
Yeah.
see, if I talk about this, right, they'll call me a United fan. But yeah, this is what I think. This is what I genuinely think.
And it is a fair statement, Aniket. I've been saying this. The previous season when Hoyland performed, right? the attacking setup was a little much better. We had a performing Rashford in that squad. Like not that season, but the season prior to that. At least there was some kind of setup, right, for Højlund to at least do something. Højlund had no support this season from an attacking standpoint. But I also have to criticize him that he did not perform and did not improve at all. It was his mental block that he had that he was not able to do well.
Okay, we got 10 minutes.
Yes.
So we have a question that we thought we'd discuss in the very end, right? We'll even club it up with one more question. That is,
Go for it.
Sanjit Singh, in your review so far, I've actually asked even the chat 1 hour. Okay, let me just end this. Let me just end the poll. So I ran the poll for 1 hour. I asked the question, how has Manchester moved in the transfer market? Expected, unexpected. 63% said expected. And saying this, in your review so far, how has it been? Because I understand cleaning up after Glazers is tough, but what do you make out of them so far? Do you think they should go for the Chelsea approach or go with the same main investment again?
I think Chelsea approach is different. So we have to understand the problem statement here with Man United is to reach to the pinnacle of Premier League football back again.
Yeah.
Now, can we do that using a selling model? No, we cannot. We'll be the Dortmunds of the Bundesliga, right? We cannot follow that model. There's no way we can do it. Now, having said that, Ineos, right? We have to be a little patient with Ineos, but I have said my POV already. With so much debt, I wish we had the Qatari takeover because they know how to run businesses. They know how to build good football structures, footballing teams, right? Even from a business standpoint, I've said this before. Manchester United as a revenue generating machine, if there is no debt, sky is the limit. I'm easily talking about 200 million euros every transfer window.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So for Ineos to clean up this mess with just a 25% stake in the club is impossible. We can argue that Ineos might not have done the best job in terms of the decisions that they've made with Eric Ten Hag. That I'll give. That's a disastrous decision, considering just the fact of appointing him there and then sacking him in just 2 months, spending that amount of money in the transfer, backing that manager's conviction to get those players as well. Third point is right now the dividend revenue is also getting distributed among the owners as well. So let's remove the financial aspect of it. They don't have that stake to call the shots of running a team. But also I have seen a graphic where Ineos running teams, those teams, footballing teams, haven't done great as well. Like Nice,
Yeah.
they haven't done well. So that's where I don't see Ineos as our long-term owners, and I want a holistic Qatari takeover of Man United. If we get that takeover done, then sky's the limit for transfer windows for United.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. But they're getting somewhere. I think Arsenal women's team is doing fantastic. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The only
But-
chance.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take the Arsenal comments later. So,
Uh-huh.
what do you think about the Rashford thing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Rashford to Barcelona? Oh man.
Yeah, the whole way United, re- treated the entire situation. Because
Right.
I know there are many Rashford fans,
Right.
right? Not Manchester United fans, many Rashford fans, which is
Yep. And I'm a Rashford fan as well,
like,
in some way or other.
Hmm.
But I have only like 2 or 3 minutes, so I'll quickly come to that
Yeah.
topic right before
Actually,
I have another meeting at work. Right. So
Rashford and your game tomorrow against West Ham. What are you expecting in that preseason?
yes, definitely. So I'll be very very short. And guys
Yeah.
who have come from my channel, subscribe to Football Showdown. And अगर आप लोग को मेरा content भी देखना है तो do subscribe as well to my channel as well. But check out Parth on Twitter, check out Aarush on Twitter as well, and subscribe to Football Showdown. You have to do it. 2K soon, right? So manifesting growth for our brothers. So about Rashford, right? So about Rashford, the whole thing I would say is we missed out on a big opportunity of selling him. This transfer, this loan deal feels like a sell to Barcelona. Barcelona will eventually get him if he does well for 30 odd million. Rashford, some of the seasons he has done at United, I've said this on my stream, right? Out of those 6 seasons, 3 great seasons where he has had 25 goals and assists, United have finished third and second.
Mhm.
The seasons he has not turned up, United have finished sixth and eighth, and even lower, like even lower this season. So this is where we need to understand that Rashford's whole transfer was important, I think, but we had to do the sell. Loan does not help our financial situation. A good Rashford deal would have been the profit,
Yeah.
would have been the actual profit for Man United to actually go and invest in something else. Rashford relationship with United is finished. It's khatam, bhai. It's toxic. If even if he comes back, it's not gonna happen. The same is with Anthony. Same with this Garnacho as well.
Yeah.
So Rashford to Barcelona, if he's going to work, absolutely yes. I'll give you a context why. Rashford, when he was in the World Cup last World Cup, he had scored 5 goals. He was left out of in that squad against France. I was surprised why he was left out. He was 5 goals. He was the top scorer in that World
Mhm.
Cup during that time. I think he has a point to prove for even for an England call up as well. So he's
Yeah.
inching to play. And
Yeah.
Hansi Flick can turn him around big time.
I agree.
I certainly believe that, but Barcelona fans have already said them that you will not get the defensive track back from him. So, malab, see what you're getting, and then keep your expectations straight with Rashford. If you want goals, very good attacking numbers in the final third, and Rashford not doing the defensive activities, you might get easily 20 goals and assists in that season from the bench. I don't see Rashford
Mhm.
starting every game as well with the current lot. But I think Olmo will still start, and Rafinha will still be on the wing. But if there is a situation that Rafinha is on cam and Rashford as left wing, you have a great, um,
Yeah.
like, yeah, for Rashford. Rashford will do well. I expect at least 20 goals and assists if Rashford plays 30 games.
Yeah.
And what do you expect from tomorrow's preseason game? Because the Leeds game I tried watching, even the highlights were boring, bro.
You know
Highlights
what?
were
I was gonna do a stream on that. Glad that Rashford news happened, and I turned that into a Rashford stream. Fatafat 10 minutes में thumbnail change करके, and that was a goat stream, bhai. I crossed 500 subs उस दिन, right? So that's what happened with that Rashford. It's like Shagun लेके आया वो, right? So that's what happened in that. And that first half, I was yawning, man, in that Leeds game. I was like same old shit, man. It's like nothing is progressing. Cunha is getting frustrated because he's not getting the support from the pivot. Casemiro is not. How can he do the job? So it's crystal clear that we have to try Menu and Collier first in that preseason game. Check them out as a pivot. I saw Diego Leon, very good. Dogu had a decent game. I want Aiden Heaven to see more minutes.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, just looking forward to is a good performance. At least some good attacking football. I want that fear factor back at Old Trafford. You know what? That's what I want, guys. Old Trafford, my fear factor. Any team comes to Old Trafford today says that, oh, we're gonna just punish them. No, you're 1-0 down. They're gonna come back anytime. They're gonna score goals. We want Old Trafford to be the fortress as it used to be. I don't care about away games. I want that dominance back, at least in the attacking front.
the Leon game. I was like, yeah, this is the theater bridge that people have been talking about.
Yeah.
Because I was ready with my tweets. Manchester United lost. I was like so ready. Out of nowhere, a comeback happened, and then you guys won. I was like, fine. How do I respond from here?
So we have that thing in us that we can turn up crazy like anytime, right?
Yeah.
But that consistency needs to come, and that will only happen with a good preseason. So I'll be looking at preseason very closely. I'm gonna obviously do a stream about it tomorrow. We'll see how the game goes. I'm excited about it. Cool, guys. I might have to leave.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much
Yes.
for having me on your stream. And obviously, this will keep on happening the whole season. We have the United Arsenal game, so we'll do a post match stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Sure.
much for calling me, and thanks so much, chat, for engaging with me as well. I'll
Yeah.
take a leave.
Yeah. If you
And
guys are not subscribe to him, please subscribe because really good content on there. Someone who we can have sensible conversation, which is like very like less in the Indian football discourse. That's why when it's sensible that we try to promote such content creators on there. So
thank
please
you so much.
subscribe.
Thank you so much. That's why I
Thank
love
you.
connecting with you guys as well. very sensible. I think football की बातें कर सकते हैं. That's what I want. So definitely like, and who hasn't liked the stream, right? Like target, if you have reached or not, I do not know. Reach the like target right now.
It's already 25, so it's fine.
Good.
They
So
don't.
they reached to 50 today, right? And 50
Okay.
likes per stream, so that the algorithm pushes it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Bye
Thank you so
bye.
much. Definitely, we will connect soon. Good conversation. Okay. Now you bring all the Arsenal content, and all comments, all Newcastle comments, Liverpool Isak. Okay. First thing, right? Honestly, I was reading this uh, midway midway when Ashborough was like wrapping it up. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell just happened? Hand of Ozil, hand of Arsenal says, Berta is exploring the potential sale of Gabriel Jesus this summer. Clubs in this native country of Brazil have acquired to have some of the. Ima- Dude, if this happens, right? No disrespect to Gabriel Jesus. I love that guy. He gives it 100% on the pitch. But if this happens, build that damn statue for Berta, man. Build that damn statue.
Bro, if we are able to sell him with him recovering from ACL, it is going to be the biggest sale of this window. I'm not even lying, man.
Bro, that's
If
like
we get rid
265k wages saved.
Yeah.
yo,
It's,
man,
see,
get rid of Jesus, get rid of Trossard, man. Please, please,
That's gonna get us two
please.
signings as well. So that's
yeah,
also good.
Easy.
if Berta sells injured Jesus, we can sell Trossard. Who do you want to see? I don't think we even want to sell Trossard or Martinelli if we sell Jesus. I mean, we ideally would want to sell them because we don't want to have too many left wing options. Left wingers is a different question. Left wing options, let's keep it there. Left wing options. So, yeah, it'll be insane when
Please sell
happens.
man Jesus for like 20 odd million. Please, man. Please come and take him. Flamengo, Corinthians, Palmeiras. Please. Please.
Tell me you play FIFA without telling me you play FIFA. uh,
Take him.
yeah, I wanted to ask where will Ronnie Madueke play? I would want Parth to answer this question, not Aarush. Parth, go ahead.
Aarush.
If Aarush, I'll
So,
mute Aarush if you want. I'm not taking his answer.
Noni Madueke, he's been signed to play as the backup right
Nah,
winger, but
he asked, where do you think? Where do you
nah,
think?
ideally he should be the right wing backup and he should be playing there. But given our current woes at left wing, I would not be surprised if in the preseason when the team is back in England, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts at left wing. And I'm pretty confident that he'll do a better job than Martinelli and Trossard. So yeah. Noni isn't a starter. We'll definitely sign someone like an Eze. But yeah, for the time being, definitely if we are to try something different, because we know Noni Madueke as a right winger, and if Arteta has brought him in, he has a plan for him, and with the kind of fetish he has for left-footed left wingers coming in, I won't be surprised if he's tried majorly as a left winger.
Aarush, you agree?
Yeah, there's nothing to add because the answer Parth gave came out from our mouths a couple of weeks back. So I think there's nothing more to say about it. I think he brings in something different to what we have from left wing, which is the chaos that he brings, the type of dribbling, and left-footedness obviously is going to be valued if we are a side that values crosses and cutbacks and all of that. So I think like that it makes sense. What it makes sense more is that Saka gets a cover.
Mm.
Saka's minutes get reduced, and we've seen our wingers get hamstring injuries last season. Maybe Saka, maybe Martinelli, maybe even Havertz in attack. So it
Hmm.
gives us a good rotation option. Someone who's done it in the Premier League, not to a great level, but to a level that can actually strengthen our squad and also give us something very nice on the transitions. Bring us the pace, bring us everything. We know what his characteristics are. So I think in that regard, I think it's a very good deal for us.
Arush for real has played a big role in convincing me of Noni Madueke, man.
Uh, why didn't Prem bring you guys to eat? your Spurs isn't.
No,
I don't understand.
no.
Probably
Why
asking
did
United though.
why?
Acha, he might have asked Ash, bro. Yeah,
My,
yeah, yeah.
it should have been Ashford. By money making business. Fair enough. Jesus is mostly these wages need to be free, pay him out of his contract. Even I thought it was impossible due to his injury.
Exactly.
Because off camera, we all had this conversation. The thing is that
So
Arsenal are the club that don't sell players when they're injured. Also, we can't sell when we're injured, right? When the Tommy Jesus incident happened, we were like, what are the chances that Jesus might go? We were like, it's not going to
Gone
happen,
is
not going to
gone,
happen.
man.
Another had this conversation, and then my God, if this is
I,
happening,
bro,
I was
eh, continue.
I was literally hearing shouts of Arteta might see Gabriel Jesus as a backup left winger, and I was like, "Shut up! I don't even want to hear a single word from your mouth,
I
man."
think Edu being Brazilian even wouldn't be able to pull off this Brazil deal that is being spoken of for Gabriel Jesus, bro. He doesn't have that juice in terms of selling.
Nah, man,
yeah, well,
Berta is doing all of this on gunpoint, man. I'm convinced. I looked at that Mosquera announcement, bro. That guy is scary.
look, forget Mosquera a bit. Na? We'll talk about his dad. His dad cried during the
And
video.
everyone was like, "Chalo, chalo, ho gaya, dekh lo."
Imagine
Hone
what's
do.
gonna happen for Victor Gyökeres, man. They're gonna sit with tissues and all of it for the announcement.
Mhm. Because he's crying. Because he's crying. All those
Oh,
rival.
okay.
The footballer has been saying, I'm telling everyone in Dutch by Discord,
You'll
we
say
will sell
this.
Jesus and give a Rodrigo Jesus wages or little more. Hmm.
Visionary.
Yeah, all those rival areas who say majority must start because we signed him for 50
Ah,
million, save him for
good
3.
comment. Good comment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying one thing. I'm just saying one thing. When Newcastle was in for Ekitike, the discourse was, what would Ekitike do at Newcastle with Isak still being there? And now when he's at Liverpool, the same explanation doesn't work, right? That if Isak goes to Liverpool, what will Liverpool do with Isak and Ekitike? That you can't raise that. That's ambition. That's ambition.
Cristiano, how are you? By the way, guys, will Arsenal break their 32 million pound sell finally?
I think this
Huh?
breaks only if Martinelli leaves.
Gabriel
Uh,
Martinelli
yeah.
for
So,
70 million pounds only. Bayern Munich, you can take him.
GK, welcome, buddy, welcome. Bro, we literally did this thing, the
United.
United thing. I
You
hope
are
you
a
were there.
United fan.
Yeah, GK is a
Yeah.
United fan.
Huh.
So I hope we didn't miss that though. It'll be funny if you missed that because he just literally came the moment Ashborough left. Kunal, hey, welcome, man. So Kunal recently started his
Own channel.
YouTube channel called Gunner Masala. I hope I didn't mess it up.
Yeah,
That's
correct, correct.
yeah, Gun- yeah, Gunner Masala. Do check him out. He's there on Twitter as Gunner Masala as well. Do check out his YouTube as well. So he says, Kunal says, Berta is God. Did we ever like him ever in Arsenal history?
I
Okay,
really don't.
see, I think
Bro, he's outdone Edu's legacy at Arsenal in a single window, man. I'm not even lying.
Mhm. I mean, now I will say he's better than Edu in no matter what because I was like, when Edu came in, he stabilized a lot of a backroom, and I don't think people are ready to have the conversation that he was good initially. Yeah, his sales were bad. His this thing, even this was bad. What is that? Getting in crucial players, except the Rice and
I
Magala's
think
deal. Every other deal has not been so great in terms of money. So that's what. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
the project banging a bit faster than it was supposed to made him relaxed in his work. That's
Yep.
what I think.
Yep.
Who's a Zinchenko thing? Just transform Arsenal or elevate Arsenal to a different place altogether. Because
Yep.
I don't see
Xhaka finding his form as well. That's
Mhm.
key.
finally profiling him properly was the thing. But yeah, Victor Gyökeres can be like see at 33.
Reverse Van Persie.
At 33, if he goes to United, good luck. Brazilian clubs are on spending spree. Yeah, Sao Paulo, Flamengo are all making big moves. Palmer spend that. What?
Richard Rios, man.
Okay,
That
Richard,
that guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Pierce, yeah.
We have Mount, Bruno, Cunha, Mbeumo, Amar. How to line them up? Simple. Have a squad depth. That is all I notice. For Arsenal fans, we've been saying the same thing. For United also, for a change, we'll try and be positive.
Squad
Have a
depth.
squad. Have a squad depth. Parth. Madueke, squad depth.
Squad
Remember.
depth. Elite squad depth.
Elite squad. Yes, that's the one. As a wage at in Palace, according to
100 and
Capital,
only this much.
bro, for Crystal Palace is huge. I'm not kidding. I
Yeah,
think for Crystal Palace is huge.
And I matlab,
that's huge.
I'm looking at it from the Arsenal POV.
Yeah, Arsenal
Hmm.
can give him a 150k.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It at 150 or even 165, but yeah, depending on his other.
Anyways, installments it would be, no, the deal.
No, we're talking about wages, but no, the payment,
Wages.
I'm
payment
saying
will,
I'm saying wages would come like that, but installments the payment would be anyways, right?
Huh. Huh.
Nelson wages is higher than Ryan.
Yep.
Thoughts on
Trossard is
Yorker's
cheap,
get
bro.
uh, thoughts on Yorker's getting number 14. Any number you would recommend? If we sell
Jesus
Jesus,
leaves, give him the 9, bro.
bro, exactly. I was literally about to say that. Because some people,
I.
but
Huh. Go on. No, you go on.
because there are some certain people. If he's there on the panel, I would have mentioned his name. He was like Rafael number 14. Many, to be fair,
I.
many people saw that in the past as well. It's fair play to them, but yeah, again,
No.
I would say
I
send
mean,
14. You would
this
say,
is
but
this is so fucking stupid that you want your number 14 fetish to come to reality, because if it means that Rafael Leao is getting number 14, it would purely be for the fact that he's tall, he's black, and yeah, he plays on the left wing. Nah, that is a fact. I'm telling you. No.
is it?
That
So
is a fact.
It's
That
more
is a
like the
fact.
stylistic representation that is being spoken.
Yeah, I think stylistic
Not that.
representation and the
That
color.
is
Not the
incredibly
not
stupid.
I
Number
don't think.
14, if some, nah, that's pure emotions. It's got nothing to do with
See, I agree
how
for
a player sees
Not what
that
you
number.
said. The stylistic approach and the fact that he's a left winger playing center forward,
hmm,
has good numbers, coming from a foreign league,
hmm,
coming from an Italian side
Italian.
as well.
Yeah.
That
See,
that is the
I
point that is being compared
mhm.
to. It's not
When
anything related to the
see,
person.
because part I disagree regarding the color because when Eddie was given the number 14, people lost their head. Like, how can you give Eddie Eddie number 14? Right? So I
they
don't
were
think
still trying to make sense of it. He's from Haaland, let's give him the number. That
that is
was a
That's
thing.
not the point.
see that is fine because if he's going to
That
be
happened only because of Emil Smith Rowe getting the number 10.
yeah exactly. See, in all
For me,
honesty, would you give number 14 to a Highlander or would you give number 14 to some other guy? You would
I
rather give
would
it to
I no, I would give number 14 to the guy who wants to carry forward the legacy of being a striker at Arsenal, who wants to be the main man.
now we can say that, but back then, because when we resigned, when we got ready to sign the contract, right, and he was playing all those games also, we genuinely thought he's
Agreed.
going to be the starter alongside Jesus. Things didn't work out. That's a different case. But initially, that's what we thought because giving the number 14 is not a small thing, at least for Arsenal's sake. So in that way, it made sense. But was he utilized in that way? No. So the way it panned out was wrong. But initially, the thought process was him to be one of the main guys at Arsenal. So that's what I thought.
Complete. I do not see number 14 like that. For me, number 14 comes to a player who wants to be the main man at Arsenal, wants to carry forward Henry's legacy, and wants to be the centre forward that Arsenal really never had after Aubameyang.
Fair enough. I guess you could
And
say that.
So
that
any
is what
what
number
would the
14
other center
represents.
forwards wear though? What
What
would the
was
other
it?
center forwards wear?
They could have asked for number 14. They didn't. Big deal.
They didn't come.
Gyökeres
They didn't
wanted
come.
that.
I see. If they couldn't ask because Eddie was still having the number 14. He was told last season that is why it has played up. Because if Eddie was
Yeah.
still there, I don't think the number 14 was available for anyone. Maybe they would have like asked Eddie to let go of the
We
number 14. But yeah.
these are conversations that you have to be nitpicking to even have a conversation like this. I mean, Gyökeres signs for the Arsenal. David Ornstein tweets out that the agreement has been reached in full. He will be given the number 14. The part about the agreement being reached in full is not considered, and everyone's like, "How can Gyökeres wear number 14?" Fuck you. He can. I mean, come on, man. Fucking hating on that guy for no reason. Yesterday it was Isak's leaving Newcastle. Let's sign Isak up. I mean, come on. This is straight up disrespectful. And I wouldn't tolerate this.
Oh, actually, there's an interesting comment. I'll take it in chronology order. So, let me just. Would you sell Jesus?
पहली फुर्सत में.
Sure. But if he stays also, I won't be too bad because he's just recovering and he could probably help himself in that attacking front that he wants. Just saying, in terms of numbers. But would I sell him? Yeah, definitely. Sure. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but it's all Indian community. That sounds good. I hope we get Eze as soon as possible. Yep. Eze or a Rodrigo. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Hello, Aarush. Are you Punjabi now?
Why
So,
do you think I'm Punjabi, bro?
So Aarush is from Bangalore.
Nah, bro, don't make me Bangalorean, bro, please. I am full on Goan, bro. Complete Goan.
Did you guys see Liverpool are paying crazy wages for forwards? Ekitike and now Isak, their wage bill has already 60 million above ours. KFC, wait.
When did this happen?
See, the wages for words, there was misinformation regarding his wages. Some people said 400k, some people are saying 150 or 175. So that I'm not sure. TK again, same thing. We started with 400k only, but we do not know what that number is. Isak, we know Isak is earning 120 or 110 or something at Newcastle. The highest Newcastle could go ever is 200 because of their issues. So can Liverpool get him out of Newcastle is one thing because of the 150 price tag. Second thing, are they ready to pay more than 200k per week? Because Liverpool are known for that wage structure, no? To always have players like at the right value. So we need to see. Keshav said, honestly, I believe that in Arsenal, the number 14 holds much more value. Fair. Yorker's getting now a number is very meaningful and unfair. If Yorker's plays against United, he will debut as number 14 kid.
Yeah.
I like this comment. Would like and as a 14, his pride and heritage would have liked the boyhood. Yeah. See, if all things worked out for Eddie, right, we wouldn't have to spend this much. Like internal solutions. Saka on the right wing has saved us a lot of minutes. Probably Ethan Veneri, Max Doman will save a lot of us in that midfield. If everything goes well, Marley Salmon could save a lot of money in that defense side. So again, if internal solutions work, we definitely don't have to look for our external solutions.
I can say it with chest. This is not a dig at Benjamin Sesko in no way whatsoever. Had Sesko signed for us, had he taken number 14, there wouldn't have been this much noise about it. I'm telling you guys, and that's a fact. That's a fact. I've seen the way people hate Gyökeres, man. I've actually seen the way people do hate him.
I think SA10 is also good. Though.
Yeah.
SA10 also.
That I'd agree with. Yeah. उसमें कुछ नहीं होगा.
Parth answer this question before us.
As long as it's not a player named Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli, anyone works just fine for me, man. My dream is Rodrigo, but if Eze comes in and plays as the left winger, I don't have an issue. If Rafael Leao comes in, I don't have an issue. If Anthony Gordon comes in, I don't have an issue. Just let it be anyone but Martinelli or Trossard. Yeah, I've never said that I hate Anthony Gordon, man. I've just said that he's not a massive upgrade over Martinelli.
No, not Gordon. You not having any issue with Rafael Leo or someone. You know what? For your sake, right? I hope Arsenal play Madueke and Rashford for your sake.
ठीक है मडुएके को भी खिला दो यार मडुएके को भी खिला दो मेरे को उसमें भी कोई तकलीफ नहीं है You can't be worse than Martinelli and Trossard, man. It's that simple.
Words is getting 200 only to
200k ish, yeah.
yeah.
It was reported.
AFTV का अलग
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 scouting चल रहा है,
scouting
ले
चल
आओ.
रहा है जिसमें training है calculating trying to see the layout thing, right? Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just say it. Just to one other person, I'll just say it, right? When we were targeting Nico Williams, the fact is that he can play touchline and inward. After Nico Williams, the only player who can do both, probably at a decent level, is Rafaelio, who's presently at the market, who's achievable with Barcola and all of that. Again, very we need to struggle too hard to get there. Rodrigo as a touchline winger is like basically Martinelli, not so
Yeah.
effective. But again, inside forward, 200% sure he's gonna bang. Eze. Eze is more like an inside forward as well, like a very Martinelli kind of thing. Inside forward you play, he's very effective. Outside, it's like hoping that things work out. That's what I think. So that's why Rafaelio makes sense if you want a player who's dynamic in playing both inside forward and touchline. So that is the only way I'm trying to think that okay, Rafaelio could make sense at us. Apart from that, again, my concerns have not changed. His inconsistency, uh, the way he shows up at games as well. At a friendly, how are you fighting with other players? Like I get the competitive spirit or the competitive space that you go into once you're on pitch. I get all that, but it's a friendly. Again, if an Arsenal player did that to an AC Milan player, would we ever reacted like that? That's a fair question. At least for me. At least that's what I think. Do you guys want to like jump in and say
If
something else?
we were to go by that audition, we even talked about it post match in the stream as well. Was he somebody I would say, oh yeah, he solves everything? No. Was he bad? No. I mean, my only thing is I just don't want to see Martinelli or Trossard be our starting left wingers. My bottom line is just that, man.
Arush, I know you're smiling really well. Thoughts?
No, it's the same, man. I think any new body is going to make a big difference to what we have. We
Yeah.
saw a new body in terms of Reece Nelson, the difference that he made in 45 minutes. I think Madueke on that sense is going to give us so much tactically, but I think tactically is not everything that we'd need for a whole season. That's why I would think that an Eze would be a very good fit in that aspect, where we can actually rotate in so many ways. Where we have Trossard, Martinelli. Say we don't have Trossard or we don't have Martinelli, one of them plus Eze plus Madueke plus Waneri plus Saka on that
Sure.
side, anything is going to happen, and we're just going to get so much in terms of variation to actually help our the way we play football, basically. So
I agree
in
with
that
that.
sense, I think, yeah.
Eze makes a lot of sense for football. That is if he doesn't. Thing is that with Eze situation, right? People see him. I mean, I'm saying people. We do not know how Arsenal see him, right? As a number 10 slash left wing inside forward. If he's taking up the number 10 minutes, Ethan Venera's development could be like standard again.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Is Arsenal ready to like be okay with that? Because of the number of games that we'll have, assuming that we go deep into competitions, that is what all Arsenal fans do, is the question. So instead of like having two points regarding that, do you think Rodrigo is a uh, better option to go for instead of Eze? Because if you get an Eze, it brings in a lot of shift. I would love Eze. I would genuinely do it, but that could hinder Veneri's development. Is my only concern.
No, my thoughts are the exact same. That is the sole reason I choose Rodrigo over Eze. Sole reason. I don't think Rodrigo is a better footballer than Eze, but for what we want as a left winger, I'd choose Rodrigo over Eze.
Makes sense.
If we sign Eze after Gyökeres, do you think we will finish? We will have finished for the window. If not, what's your next priority signing, and who would you sign? Do you want me to give you an answer that is realistic, or do you want me to
Realistic.
realistic? Then maybe we should sign Isak. Anyways, moving on. No, I think Eze would be the thing because apart from that, I think our outgoings more than anything, our outgoings should be the priority because we
I
can't
would
keep.
really like a project winger.
Hmm.
Really, really like a project winger. Say we are selling Nelson, say we are selling Trossard. We're getting just one incoming in Eze. I would really sign a project player in that sense.
And here I think that AJ being signed essentially means that we are done in the market, and we would see more of Noni Madueke as a left winger. So the left wing would be Madueke, Eze, Trossard, or Martinelli, whoever stays. If Martinelli is sold, we sign a left winger. But if only Trossard is sold, it would be Trossard out, Eze in. So it would be Eze, Martinelli, and Madueke on the left wing, which is good depth and it actually covers all the facets of the wing play that we need. Striker to it sorted, Havertz, Gyökeres, and right wing would be Saka, Vaneri, and Madueke. I mean, it's fine. I really can't say that it's bad depth, but I would definitely want one more left wing signing.
Eze won't play on the right end. Eze will play left.
He'll play on the
Ah,
yeah. He's saying as an LCM, right? Yeah.
I'm not saying right now.
Uh-huh.
Definitely not on the side. Did
Would
I miss? Hmm, Go ahead.
Eze ain't taking Odegaard's role. He ain't.
Eze
It
is
would be
not the
Odegaard or Vaneri.
very hypothetical, but it's guessable.
Eh? What?
Okay. Okay, there were reports Bertus traveling to Singapore with Yorkers. Is he planning to negotiate?
That's the plan for tomorrow,
I'm
right?
That's the.
yeah. He's leaving
Not
for
Liao, but
Singapore tomorrow.
they are both supposed to leave for Singapore together.
Yeah.
Uh, do I tell you guys one thing? Anthony Gordon is in Singapore. Just saying. Hey,
I was,
Yeah,
Newcastle, we are
but
playing
Newcastle.
Newcastle, right?
I know, but I saw that AFTV video where they were like waiting for the players to come in. And they asked where is Gordon. Gordon was not seen. Oh,
The transfer might have actually already happened.
oh God.
Yo.
I think we should make a group, just include ourselves and let everyone do the chatting in that one.
Yeah, man. You guys ball it out.
How
Uh,
difficult is it to make one, bro?
See, I don't know anything regarding Discord. My friends will tell me, bro, you click on this button, that button. That's why I use Discord. See, right? With Discord. So,
We'll definitely plan on doing something like this, man.
before game week 1, we'll have an answer regarding this for sure. We'll come with an answer. Either Krishna who helps us, or we'll ask one of our friends itself who helps us. Pakka
Yeah.
we'll have something. We'll have something sorted. I hope. I love Veneri, but if Jordan was benched constantly for 4 years, still he is 21
I
and
agree
his
with
quick
this.
doesn't.
I agree with this.
See, we're only expecting Veneri to get few minutes. We're not expecting him to like start over Odegaard. Start over Odegaard, none. At least not in like Premier League. Maybe Cup games, sure, but not starting in Premier League directly. My greedy mind still wants both essay, but it
We
would
should, man.
no. But okay, be honest. Would this really help the team? Because assuming okay, this could only make sense if we sell one of Trossard and Martinez. Because
Ah,
this won't make sense with having them.
obviously, I'm assuming Keshav means we sign both Eze and Rodrigo, and that means Martinelli leaves. I mean, that is realistic.
But also we have Madueke who is good in that left wing tactical options. No?
हाँ
So
तो
if,
get rid of Trossard and Martinelli. That is what I'm saying.
But the thing is that the club sees both of them stay as well, and left wing is not seen as
That's
a priority
that.
currently. That's the only sad part about it.
I keep on saying this. We do nothing else but tank the value of our own players by selling them a year late. If you don't sell Leandro Trossard now, he won't hold any value come next summer. If you don't sell Martinelli when there's a market for left wingers, he won't fetch you a good price. I don't want Martinelli to turn up like Garnacho. No club would ever want to pay more than 40 million pounds for him. I don't want that to happen to Martinelli. If you are getting a decent price of 70 million pounds for him in this current left wing market, which is actually pretty drab at this point, Bayern Munich are looking for a winger. Just give them him, man. And I can assure you, he'll be a better signing than Luis Diaz.
Is it you selling Martinelli or is it like the is that like the genuine truth that you
Gabriel Martinelli is not a bad footballer. He's just not good at Arsenal. It's as simple as that.
Prathamesh thinks it should be Garnacho at Arsenal.
If that happens, man,
George
man.
Mendes isn't at Singapore to negotiate for Leo. He's also he
Meeting.
also has other plans to fair enough. Thoughts on Isak to Liverpool? I think Isak to Liverpool is going to happen as Newcastle is heavily linked to Sesko. Okay, we'll club
They're
that
much
with.
better linked to Wissa than Sesko.
Ivan was yeah.
Do you think Sesko didn't want to join Arsenal? That's why £25, £60 million was given. Okay, was
No,
given to Arsenal. It was for a time. I think it became desperation at this point. I think they thought that Arsenal would fold and like crazy amount. Which
nah. I would like to take into consideration Fab's tweet yesterday. He said that new, Leipzig are willing to offer Sesko for 70 to 80 million euros with 5 to 10 million in add-ons. If you are to consider the 70 plus 5 thing, good, that's on you. But if you are to go by the reports, it's 80 plus 10 as well. And 80 plus 10 was the price that was being offered to Arsenal. And Arsenal didn't want to buy him at that price. So the price has not really changed. It's just that the way it's been reported in the media that makes it sound like it's a better deal right now. It won't be.
I think the movement has come right now from Leipzig's side in order to sell him, and that
Sell him,
is
yeah.
just in a way to say that there is a certain price tag that you have to tackle because one of the most major clubs trying to get a center forward is not going for him. They've chosen other center forwards. Other clubs have
Yeah.
taken other center forwards. Hence, we need to also sell for our own benefits for next season. They have also invested quite a lot this season, RB Leipzig themselves, and Simmons' money is not going to make them lots of profits themselves. So I
Yeah.
think that is also a reason why they are saying. But in the end, I really don't think Sesko moves. I think he stays with Leipzig itself.
Because they're selling what is his name? Xavi Simmons for 70 odd million euros. So it makes sense, man. It makes sense for them to keep Sesko. Sesko would still hold his value come next season. He won't suddenly become a bad footballer. But to say that he did not want to join Arsenal is completely false. Can you say that he didn't want to join Arsenal as much as Gyökeres? Yes, but there was no issues on personal terms with Sesko. It was Leipzig who we had trouble dealing with.
Leipzig
Yeah.
has the hard one. Yeah. Yeah. Sucheet, no. So I didn't miss the point. I think you missed it. So we basically spoke about this question before game week one. We'll
I
have
think he has a one before this.
very hypothetical, but it's guessable.
What?
Before this.
Okay. How much will Arsenal
Acha.
be successful to open mid blocks seeing this squad out?
Seeing this squad out of 10.
I think we should be. The whole point is that.
Looking
This
by what
squad.
looking by what happened against Milan, I would still give it a 7.5, maybe a point 0.5 to 1 additional to what it was last season. Having a Victor Gyökeres would give us a +1 too.
The thing with
Yes.
Milan, to use Milan as benchmark is like too soon in my opinion because
Nah, they were literally playing haram ball, man.
no, wait,
See,
because
I am putting it in a way that yeah, continue.
because we don't have Madueke who we think will help. We don't have Zubamendi who we think would have helped. Madueke didn't play yet. Zubamendi
See,
played in the
but
second half. So that's why
it's
I'm like,
also for a fact that this is the worst low block we're going to face in terms of what a low block is. Nine
Yeah.
players at the back completely
Yeah.
clear the ball. That is the least you can do in a friendly because they are not intended to win. And also for a fact that it was Allegri's first game. So you're obviously going to give different hindsight to this whole conversation. But if you say Arsenal are going to improve in anything, one is going to be obviously Zubimendi's presence, which I will give a point 0.5 to 1, and I will give
Yeah.
a point 0.5 to Yokeres' inclusion as well because in some or the other ways it's going to make a difference to the way we shoot at least, or at least positioning wise in the box to what we have
Yeah.
from a striker that is Howard. So I think in some ways that, and left wing tactically if you're thinking of Madueke, he's going to make a difference in terms of crossing. But again, a proper left wing makes a big difference at least in the transitions. So that is another point 0.5. So I think that is the
If
biggest issue for us And the games versus the bigger clubs isn't the problem. The games versus the mid-table clubs who
Yeah.
play like this is the biggest problem. So we
I
have to
think
tackle that.
we're well occupied to tackle that. I mean, against Milan, if we are to comment uh, ex- uh, explicitly on that game only, I feel Calafiori had a big role to play in that game. I feel Ben White did very, very, very well in the time that he played. You can literally see, and it wasn't only Ben White overlapping. Ben White was playing in central passes, then he was making or continuing the run into the midfield, and he was, just looking for a pass. So that definitely improves with us tackling the mid block issues. Zubimendi elevated it. There was an instance where Zubimendi played a through ball. I can assure you, had Gyökeres been there, Gyökeres would have instantly made that move and taken a shot. So he improves that. Ethan Valeri helps in that. So I feel with the signings that we have already made, we definitely would be able to counter it. But without a left winger, it is incomplete.
Reece
8
Jackson
on
also
10. I'd
opened the game.
rate it 8 on 10.
Yes, Parth is right. Nelly should be sold. We have one thing to show buyers. Buyers look, Nelly who is expected next season. Nelly का bench height is different. Bayern Munich can nurture Nelly slower, but they want players. I think the issue isn't money, rather sports players still have six players who should really lead. I think we get as a left wing who knows maybe more.
Maybe more.
By the way, Sucheet, Siraj is here. Bro, the fact that India started playing the fourth test match didn't register in my head until like that stream where we did 3 days back and somebody said that oh shit India playing. I'm like, hey, this happened. I don't know, I forgot. Yeah. Do you talk European club usual edition? Because yeah, we speak. We definitely see. Since we're like Arsenal fans, we talk a lot about Arsenal, but definitely when there is like news regarding other clubs, especially in the European side of things, we talked about it because right now the way Napoli are moving, they're things with Sterling. They signed Nolan, KDB. Sterling was the most surprising move in my opinion, but Sterling has been linked with
They've signed
full,
him, or he's been linked
Nah,
with.
they've just been linked with him.
just been linked with them.
He's linked to Fulham as well.
Yeah, he's linked to Fulham as well. Right. Then the way Bynum it honestly doesn't make sense because I thought they were like very well run because if they were ready to spend close to like 150 something for work, why are they being this stingy when trying to invest in a left wing? It was a
Yeah,
question in my mind. Right? It makes sense. But it is what it is. Any big move
it's
that you think that got your attention to let us know in the comments. Will you take it?
Yeah, and I think the fact that we are like 4 or 5 of us on the channel who watch football on a daily basis, converse with people, I think we are up to date with like almost every team and we can speak of them because we watch football. Some of us watch football for a living and all of that. So I think in that sense it makes a lot of sense for us to give comments on them as well. So yeah.
also we've got two other panels as well. So Raja watches a lot of football, and Rahul is someone who watches Serie A a lot. So he can actually comment on Napoli, and he can give you a really good picture of what's going on in the Italian side of things.
And then we have Salman who bring you the history regarding Syria, regarding any club in the world, if he's in top European competition. So yeah, and we've got a bunch of panels just that the timing, life, life balance is what is needed. So it is what it is. Aarush bhai, padai, vadai, bhai, kab kari hai?
So the context to this basically is one of our friends the other day put up a story on Instagram saying there's this one guy who just keeps it was a repost of some this thing which said there's this one guy who doesn't have a life apart from football, just keeps watching football, discussing football, does the Ronaldo Messi debate, and it was a very general post, but that guy had posted it and tagged me, so hence Ainsley's comment.
White was the
I
biggest one.
agree. I completely agree. I actually rewatched the game and I reached that conclusion as well. It was very, very good.
Zubito Odegaard to block this exact goal will play will body movement. That is what we want him. Uh, the fact that Martin Odegaard will have runners around him or in front of him is like I feel like the only people that can actually fix Garnacho is Diego Simeone and Conte. They'll surely figure out a way. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, was Luke there for the United segment?
I think he was there. He brought in like one or two comments, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, I think he was there. I think he was there. They will fucking Benjamin go and that's funny. Fair enough. Yeah. Uh, are we missing anything? Is there any move that we didn't talk about?
Did we talk about Isak to Liverpool?
No, we did, we did. By the way, shout out to your left wing. I have a shout. Uh-huh.
Sure.
See, if you say some random name, if you say Garnacho, I bet he's going to be
Nah,
Garnacho. My God, it's going to be Garnacho. He's going to say Garnacho.
man. Eh, it's going to be Garnacho. I'm telling you.
I bet he's going to be Garnacho. But there is that one interesting point that footballer brought it up, but we couldn't take it. It's regarding the Indian footballing coaching scenario, if I'm not wrong. Was it? Somewhere he brought it up. Football, if you're still there in the concurrent views, could you like bring up or like could you like at least say, sorry, comment the conversation? Oh yeah, it's here. Yeah, thoughts on AIFF rejecting Javi Hernandez. I personally think it is fake. Someone might have sent a fake CV and like that. मैं Google में fill कर दिया भेज दिया देखो और put okay.
See, one thing I can guarantee with Marcus, sir, is that he will fact check his news at least 3 to 4 times. He will contact at least 4 to 5 people from AIFF, get 4 to 5 interviews, and then publish something. So, in one sense, that I can tell you is that he won't get clickbaited from something like this. He will be very precautionary before posting something because it's not Marcus Mergulao, the brand that is being categorized as this. It's Times of India that has also been categorized as this. So he's going to be very fact checked about all of this. Thoughts on AIFF rejecting Xavi Hernandez? My personal opinion is good. Personally, Xavi Hernandez is not going to do majorly anything to Indian football. He's going to bring more eyeballs to himself than he would to Indian football, and that is where the major problem lies. If you're telling me that a Xavi Hernandez with no certain experience in Indian football, or someone who's known to play the tiki taka from La Masia from his Barcelona days, is going to try to reproduce something with the Indian boys, good luck to him in securing the bag because that's not going to be possible with the players that we have. The current crop is to be molded from someone who knows them, and that makes complete sense to what the three shortlisted names are. One is Khalid, one is Constantine, one is Tarkovic. So all these guys have enough experience. Tarkovic doesn't have experience in Indian football, but he has managed to get Kyrgyz to the Asian Cup, and that is India's aim. India needs 4 out of 4 wins till the 2020 to qualify for the 2027 one. So they have time till March to get 4 out of 4 wins, and those 4 out of 4 wins is going to basically deem the future of Indian football because if you don't qualify for a tournament that you usually do for even in your worst phases, that is what is the question mark around. And the thing is that India is looking for quick fixes and quick fixes in terms of Javi Hernandez, whose salary wages in terms of what AIFF can give him is going to be way too much. And I think it's the right move. It can be a wrong this thing about it's not really him, but there is a obvious reason why he would want to actually play. I mean, manage an Indian club. He had an offer from Saudi for almost 15 million a year or something as a manager, which he rejected a couple of months back. So obvious possibilities that it could happen. So let's just see, man. I think yep, Indian women's team is moving well because development for them had started much more earlier. The manager there, Viviano's at least for the boys, the youth for the boys. The boys are doing well as well. But for the women's team, I think we've got a good set of what are these backroom staff that's involved in their football. I think tactics is something that's getting into women's football a lot. Performance analysts in particular that has made them qualify. and they've just gone on a crazy run, unbeaten run. Most goal scorers, females from the Indian sphere are actually getting signed by European clubs. They're playing in the Women's Champions League. Um, all of that is going great for the women's side. So let's just see how that goes. But the main vision is to actually qualify for the World Cup. That is the Vision 2047 that they've put up. And for that, you need to start working now. And you can bring up as much of grassroots, as much of youth development, as much of whatnot. But if the people running AIFF don't really understand what they're doing, there's no point you get in a Pep Guardiola here. He won't understand how
Yeah.
to manage something. And when you have a a government-led body at times, bro, there's nothing going to happen to this country in terms of progress. So the Xavi Hernandez being saying no to and the mediocre Indian creators. I'm not even saying the creators who actually don't watch Indian football. The ones who came to the news saying that, oh, India rejected Xavi Hernandez. Bro, actually make some critical analysis out of it. Because if you actually watch India, you know what the actual problem behind all of this is. Just because he's a Barca legend, just because he's won the league with the worst Barcelona side, and all of that makes sense to you, bro, that's not going to happen in India, man. Everyone's just gonna come to watch you and not the club, and that's not
Yeah.
what India wants.
Also, Aarush is able to talk at such great level or such closeness regarding Marcus is because Aarush worked with Mr. Marcus at Times of India for a month. It was a nice internship. We hope it would have been for like 2 months, but yeah, it is fine. One great month, and yeah, that's why he's able to like bring such credibility to his work. So
Super proud of him though. He got credits from Fabrizio today as well. Lots of journalists getting onto his news. Every creator speaking of him as well. So it was very surprising to him. He is also in disbelief. But yeah, it's something he does on a daily basis. Very few see it,
Yeah.
and very few get to experience it. So it's something very, very respectable that he's doing. So yeah, crazy.
by money, I'm talking about 50 to 25 lakhs to get registered for after qualified trials because the rich kids who are ready to pay for that. Even after that, I know they
This is
what?
how a policeman's job in India is as well. You pay 50
Um,
lakhs, you become a police. It's
Uh,
the same.
hmm.
Clubs are winning the league in the court, bro. Imagine.
I also follow Indian football a lot, but no more. I still follow East Bengal are on
Mohan
the
Mohan
Bagan,
Bagan
Mohan,
Super Giants.
Mohan
farm.
Bagan.
He won the league with the worst Barca side. That blood had never could well, okay. Yeah. I was there but couldn't comment. It was running in background. I was busy with someone. Uh, okay. By the way, I will shout right. So he says Jack Grealish here. See, had he just stopped at Jack Grealish, we would have had conversation. Why did he say you're Man City, you're the player? Get it right.
Premier League
Uh,
proven player.
yeah. Uh,
Premier League proven, man.
Kingsley says Rashford to Barca the best deal of the century. What do you mean? Do you wholeheartedly agree though?
I'll just say, what can go wrong? It can't. If you fail in that Barca team, you might as well pack up your career, man. I'm not even lying.
That meme is there, right? Can it get worse? It can.
If it actually does get worse, man,
Yeah.
go to an Indian club, man. Come on.
It shouldn't like become an issue. I think he will do it. He
He
should do
will
it.
do it, man.
Yeah.
He's a really good footballer. He's not some bum.
Mhm. Can we quickly talk about Chelsea? I told you they're doing madness and massively improved this sport that was before Simmons and Hato. See, nothing makes sense with Chelsea anymore. Nothing, genuinely, nothing makes sense with Chelsea. Like they do need to invest in like experienced defenders. They're going and buying potentials. Eh, Um,
Business.
so, see, I have no comments regarding Chelsea. I don't understand. I don't think even Chelsea fans understand regarding what is happening there. It's nothing makes sense to me. Nothing genuinely makes sense to me. I don't know anyone. I really don't know anyone.
Look,
If you guys have something to say, go ahead.
I I don't even mean it as disrespect, but Chelsea just signs too many players for us to get excited about any single one of them. They get linked to Xavi Simons. I'm like, okay, they
Wait,
link it. Huh.
Do you want to get excited because of Chelsea signing players?
Why would I be excited about Chelsea signing players?
You just said there's nothing. They're signing players on regular basis, so I'm not able to get excited. That's what you said.
No, 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 no. I've never gotten excited about Chelsea signing anyone because I know that there's no plan for that particular individual in that team, anyways,
Parth,
beyond 1 year.
Is this a soft launch? You supporting
Nah,
Chelsea?
nah, 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 nah. Nah, nah. I mean, Chelsea is just a talent hoarding club. I don't think that they are looking to going to look at the Premier League through the lens of winning it. They are content by getting into those top four positions because the kind of signings they're making. Great on paper, Javi Simmons, what can go wrong? Jorel Hato, what can go wrong? But I just don't see a squad that's capable of winning the league. I don't see a manager who's good enough to take them to the league title. They've just got a good squad. I mean, what? There's literally nothing I can talk about that club, man. I don't see a plan with that club. One day someone is bought, other day someone else is sold. Then he's shipped to Strasbourg. He comes back. He goes into oblivion. They sign another player.
You say
क्या बोलूं मैं?
what can go wrong, right? This could possibly go wrong. Uh,
It's going. I mean,
See,
then there'll be
by
talk
the,
of
by the whoever
Arsenal has signed a Chelsea reject.
by the whoever follows me on Twitter and saw this, I was rage waiting. When I have nothing. See, nothing. I had to do something so that I stay awake to watch the Arsenal match. So I was just doing random shit. This is one of those random shits. Do not take me serious, please. I would
Every
try.
time you wake up, every time you wake up Indian Standard Time and you see Suchit awake, it's just random rage bait tweets, man.
Yeah,
See, again, not always. This one is one of them for sure. I can promise you. But
but really, I mean, they've got a great squad. Nice. Do they instill fear in me? No. Would they ever instill fear in me? No. I mean,
see,
good team.
what do you think about this? This is one of the rage baits, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Nice try,
I'm
Jyoti.
see. I'm not even taking the piss with this. Christopher Nkunku is not a bad footballer. It's just that he's been in the at that club. He's being seen with this lens.
Mhm.
They've got a lot of footballers who are not bad, but just the fact that they play for Chelsea, they do not regularly play for Chelsea. They are poor. That is how it
Quick,
is.
quick question on Nkunku. Do
Go
you
on, man.
think if he joins Arsenal, he blows red balloons?
He what?
He blows red balloons? Just thinking about it, bro.
Uh,
I mean, he started doing it at Leipzig. Was he blowing blue balloons at Leipzig?
Red, the red stuff.
Ainsley says if it gets worse, he will come to our beloved FC go Aarush.
Oh,
That's
Xavi. Yeah, yeah.
no, not Javi,
Considering the
not Javi. Rashford.
Rashford one. Look, he'll cook at FC Goa
sure,
man. He's got the
sure,
party life there as well.
sure, yeah. Go as for parties. Yes, for sure, yes.
Finished. Finished. Javi
Yeah.
Simons bowling at Strasbourg to the league.
That will happen, man. Eventually.
Imagine that pipeline. A good squad is more
Now,
threatening than a great manager with an average squad. They could easily sack Maresca and get Flick. You think Flick?
I don't think Flick goes there, bro. I think if he
Ainsley,
wanted to, he would go back to Germany or something. But he's not leaving, bro. I
Ainsley,
was
do you have
speaking to
comments
Ainsley
regarding this?
last. Bro, the thing was, if Flick had also like my initial thought was that Flick wouldn't actually work out at Barcelona, but he worked out just too good. And the fact that the talks of Arteta being sacked that season, I think Flick was up there to be the names. But obviously, if he wasn't sacked, and he's doing very well now, and he won't get sacked anytime soon. So I think he would rather go back to Germany or something. second stint, third stint with second stint with Bayern
Actually,
Munich. So
also, did you see City made a move today for Livermento?
Did they?
I don't know. I didn't see
There
that.
were talks of Livermento
I
going
don't,
to City,
I
but
don't Trafford, but I don't know about.
links का नहीं पता मेरे को.
Okay, I'm not taking the next English League comment. There's no way I'm
Take
putting
it,
it.
take it, take it, take it.
I'm not.
It
I'm
it
not.
would excite Parth, bro. Like give him what he wants.
What the fuck?
We're not. No, I'm not taking.
What?
Just put it up, bro. Just put it
No,
up and don't care.
I'm not.
Bro, what
Just put
kind
it
of
up.
reputation have I built, man? Put it
I
up
don't know.
for
I mean,
Parth, bro. He like reading that comment.
I'm not. I'm not.
Please.
I'm freaking easily, but okay, fair enough. Uh, See, if we don't have anything else to like, okay, we definitely have. If flick to Chelsea, you know what? I was looking at Barca training just for fun's sake, and I feel they could
Bro,
do you
why
think
would
Flick
he?
can turn
I'm
the
right
flick on?
here. Bro, Ainsley, I'm just saying I'm right here.
this is what Aarush meant. This is what Aarush meant.
Now bring up that comment. Now bring up
No,
that comment.
no, no,
No, now bring it up, bro.
no,
Now you
no,
can't.
no, I'm not.
Parth has shown signs, bro.
No. But anyways, we're just saying there's no point staying live anymore. We'll wrap up the stream. Again, we will be back on Sunday, post Newcastle game for sure. Okay. Arush, are you from Goa? Did you watch ISL finals in 2015? Question for from a Chennai boy and if you know you know.
Steven Mendonça, you still haunt me to the core. Season ticket holder from 2014 to 2018, bro. The way Chennai did us so bad in that 2015 finals, bro. Imagine you are on the 89th minute at your home stadium in the finals. You're winning 1-0. This one dude and this another dude, ex-City player, Ilano Bloomer, that dude scores a goal. 90 plus 1, Steven Mendonça scores another goal. The home crowd is like crying, bro. These guys win the tournament. The after party happens in the police station because of some scandal that happened with Ilano Bloomer. Bro, that final was so fuck all. And then 2017 again, no 2018 I think with Bengaluru. Again another final, another late goal. History of the FC Goa, bro. It is what it is.
But yeah, like I was saying, we will be back on Sunday post Newcastle game. Definitely, we will be back with KB Reacts for sure. Probably we'll get one more content creator or else another person from Twitter who watches these teams as well. We'll try to get people as well. So yeah, get involved. If you're interested, we'll definitely have segments sometimes, post stream and post matches where we bring in some of the concurrent views on stream, give their thoughts regarding certain moments and all that stuff. So get involved, we'll definitely do that. We'll see you on Sunday. Post, okay, of course, one more last question. One last question for you guys. Which manager is currently best in the world for this Indian team? Because previously managers clearly didn't work. Parth, do you have an answer?
Does
I've
does that
got
make you
no
think
idea
that
about it.
managers are not the problem though? Does
Hmm.
this make you think that managers are not a problem in India?
Hmm.
If you think none of the managers actually did well, is manager the actual problem?
See, as a person who's completely outside from Indian football, right? Let me just say one or two things regarding Xavi thing. Two things. It will not work out for sure. Why? Is because see if he tries to inculcate a working culture, I don't think Indian Footballing Federation is ready for that kind of change like this. Maybe eventually, but like this, definitely not. Second thing, uh, he would need too much in terms of like resources to make it work. Like, maybe Javi could be that like manager in the final thing. Maybe like once the initial bit is like done, like somebody to like give the throne to somebody else, Javi could be the answer. But somebody in between to like make things work, to bring in working culture or like something serious regarding that, you need some other match. I don't think Xavi is like the piece to make it work initially. Maybe that final piece could do, but at least initially, definitely not. At least from an outside perspective, from what you guys have been sharing and reading up to, that's what I meant. That's what makes sense.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. I hope there are no more comments, and like I go back to saying again, I'll just wrap it up right now. Okay. We'll see you soon on Sunday. Till then, good morning, good evening, good night. Bye. Peace.